Sassy Melina. It wasn't a literal comment. Try Unique Love Done. Try Unique Love Done. That's what she does, though. She blocks people so that they don't have a chance to defend themselves. Money for a plane ticket now. Delia, nobody's canceled. You're canceled. I'm still here. Lonobot, she didn't show you the whole video. Chantel, I'm leaving. It's Unique or Unique Love Done. It's okay, Sweet Nothing. I recorded her. I recorded her in her little segment there. What's your question? Your mom should have ridden. Dream Big gave me some money. I came on asking for money. Dream Big sent me $400. She's like, check your account, Shaun. I looked and there was $400 from Dream Big. Okay, I didn't ask her to send that much. She just sent it. Then I was looking and I couldn't get a plane ticket for under $800. And I told the chat that the ticket was going to be around $800. She sent me another $400. She's like, look again, Shaun. And I looked again and there was another $400. I didn't tell her to do that. She just did it. She did send it, Chantel. That was to get out of Newfoundland. I didn't ask her for that much money. She just sent that much money. And now she wants to throw it in my face. Some friend she is. She says she's not a friend. Who sends somebody that kind of money and then says, I'm not a friend? Who helps somebody like that and then throws it in their face? She sent it. I never forced her to do it. She offered to. She sent me 400, and she's like, "Look, Shaun." I went and looked. There was $400 there. Nobody's taking advantage and telling a different story. Oh, I went on Unique's page today, and she was running a whole segment. She had my picture in the background. She's reading shit. She's playing videos. She's got like a whole segment trying to get a whole bunch of clout off me. Anyways, I recorded her now making more threats at me. Yeah, these people, they're obsessing, is what they're doing. They're obsessing over me, and they're harassing me on the internet. They're not real news blogs. Do you see anything from Global or CTV or anything like that? Nobody beats children. I don't beat children. You're wrong. Yes, I can prove it was a gift. Dream big is lying. She can't send me money and then say that she was forced to send it. Nobody forced her to send anything. I said if somebody wanted to make a deal with me, we could make a deal privately. But this wasn't private. This was on chat. This was on a live. I was on live and I was asking for money. And then she came along and she's like, Shaun, check your account.
So now that we can talk,
Yeah, keep it clean because you
Chihuahua barking in the background.
keep it
You
clean.
tell me your side of the story, Shaun. How did
Okay,
that kid really get hurt?
listen, okay. I was at the motel. I was withdrawing from drugs. I wanted to watch TV. I told him to go get his coloring books and crayons. He was going to get his coloring books and crayons. When he came back, I senselessly swung a pillow at him.
You
I
didn't
didn't think.
you didn't sensitively. You did it to hurt him. You
No, I
harmed
didn't do
him
it to
in a
hurt. So
way.
stop trying to present that narrative.
You did. You
Stop
went to
trying to present
jail
that
for
narrative.
it.
Stop trying to present that narrative that I
John,
was.
I am a mother of 3 beautiful children, and I've never gotten to the point where I've ever been angry enough to hit my child with a pillow, knock them on the floor, and then have fucking permanent brain damage.
Do you think
That is a ridiculous fucking comment that I've ever heard in my entire life.
That's because you want to believe the other narrative, right? You want to believe that
No,
it's.
I believe the fucking good in people, and you're not good. You are a terrible human being, and I have so many fucking videos proving otherwise.
How are you going to come on here and just start attacking? You want to have a mature conversation? Be mature.
Oh, I'm having a mature conversation. I'm telling you exactly who you are and how I think of you.
You're saying, Shaun, tell me your version, and then I tell you my version, and you tell me that it's not
And it's a
accurate.
lie. There's no fucking way cops will come up to you and say, oh, you shook this baby when you're saying otherwise. It's a flat out fucking lie.
Listen, there's medical records, okay?
Do you know how many times my kids have fallen and have hit their head on the floor and were just fine? You must have whooped that kid on that floor so goddamn hard, Shaun, for them to have a beautiful mind be mush after that?
It wasn't mush.
Bullshit. Not to mention the amount of times you have told women that you're going to shake their babies.
I never. I said it to.
Bullshit. Bullshit. I got videos.
I said it to Unique. So
It doesn't matter.
don't say the
Doesn't
amount of
matter.
times.
You're a
Don't
guilty
say the amount of
motherfucker.
times.
You're a guilty motherfucker.
Don't
That's
say
why
the
you
amount of
said it
times.
again. Bullshit.
Don't say the amount of times like it's repeated, okay?
And then you tell women that you're going to beat the fuck out of them. You were proud that you beat her up. You're proud of it, which means you have not learned your lessons, which means you need to go back to jail. How do you go make threats to women and children and be like, oh, I've learned my lesson. I'm so sorry.
When you're
Like
done
you're a
talking,
joke.
when you're done talking, because that's what you're just looking for your
Yep.
windfall now.
Yep. I don't need you for clout, buddy. Trust me. I have more followers than all of your accounts put together. Check your fucking self.
Don't come here asking for answers and then you don't want to hear the answers.
Because you lie about them. You lie about them over and over and over again.
Who are you to determine if it's a lie or not?
How many years did you do?
6.
For what?
Aggravated assault.
So the cops just were like, hey, let's just put him in jail for 6 years because he accidentally hit a kid with a fucking pillow.
Well, it's the act, right? The pillow
No,
did hit him.
It's just like you got arrested a couple days ago. You didn't just say fuck to the cop. You're aggressive. You're an aggressive person. And that you can't see that you're a harm to fucking society.
You're saying all these things. You weren't even there.
We all watched you, you dumb fucking shit. You put
watched me
everything
deal with the
on
cop?
fucking TikTok. You put everything on TikTok and then you say nobody knows anything. Nobody knows anything.
You watched me deal with the cop. You watched my interaction with the cop.
You can see you literally threatened everybody in the freaking airport. Everybody around me, I'm going to fucking light your asses up. Like, you threaten
What
people.
the fuck is that?
Everybody heard it.
What the fuck is that? Nobody said anything like that.
Oh my God. You're so delusional and on drugs and on your own little fucking planet of the fucking people coming to get you. Listen, Shaun, I'm telling you right now, nobody gives a fuck about you but the cops. The cops want to get you and they have every fucking right to get you, and I fully support them getting you. In fact, I'll help. I will flat out tell them I will help them fucking capture you because I think you're a fucking loser.
Capture me for what? I don't have any charges. I'm not committing crime. You guys don't want to accept that, though. You guys want to
You
push
do
me and
though.
push me.
See, it will take me 2 seconds to put those videos into the cops' hands, and that's committing a crime right there. You want to threaten people, you want to do all that, but then you want to go, "Woe's me, poor me."
Do you understand that entrapment?
How is that entrapment? You're on social media, you prick. How is that entrapment?
You come on and you provoke.
Oh yeah, provoke you so bad that you have to say that you're going to shake her fucking babies. That's disgusting. Control your anger. Go to anger management class, Shaun.
It was.
Control yourself.
It was
Imagine
a
how
question. It was a question. It
that little
wasn't.
boy probably triggered you in such a little easy way and you fucking knocked the fuck out of that kid.
That's your
You're
opinion.
disgusting.
That's your opinion. Like I
You're
said, you're
disgusting.
convinced, right? You're
No
convinced.
child ever gets deserved to be hit by someone like you or anybody like you, no matter nobody. You hurt that child and you ruined his fucking life.
You're convinced, okay, that your version is the accurate version. Nobody's going to tell you
I don't give a
otherwise.
fuck if you shook the child or looked at him wrong. You hit the goddamn kid so hard with a pillow, according to you, that he hit his head on the fucking whatever floor and has permanent brain damage.
Yes.
I'm
So if you,
telling you, as a mother, my kids have hit their heads on floors a million times and have never been hurt like that. You hit that kid so fucking hard, Shaun. Now that kid is ruined for the rest of his life, and you're sitting here all fucking high and mighty on TikTok.
who's high and mighty? These
You're
things you
begging for
say.
money all the time. I sat there and watched you all summer drink your fucking money away in your fucking tent, telling everybody that you're gonna fucking use their tax dollar money and you don't give a shit. And here you are sitting here and everybody's trying to help you, and then you go get a tattoo on your face. You're a fucking loser, Shaun. You're a loser.
How would you like me to?
Why don't you get some help like everybody's asking you to and fix your life?
How do you want me to respond to the abusive comments, the nonstop abusive comments, the threats?
How about, Shaun, you use some money that people helped you with and go get checked into a mental hospital and fucking fix yourself and get off TikTok?
No, they don't want me in a mental hospital because they know I'm not mental.
You are mental.
They know
There
I'm
is
not mental.
tons of people that have told you a million times that you're mental.
So because you told me I'm mental, I'm mental?
You don't think
agree?
you're mental? You were hiding in the dark last night because you were scared of what? What are you scared of?
Well,
If people
look-
wanted you dead, Shaun, you'd be dead already.
Look, people like Unique who go on and make a whole segment about me and
Who cares?
try to bring harm
She has
my
every
way.
right to. You went after her children.
No, she
For
doesn't
the
have every
fifth
right to. It's called
fucking
online
time,
harassment.
Shaun. For
It's
the
called-
fifth fucking time you went about his kids. For the fifth time.
No, I never fifth time anything about his kids. So
Bullshit. I've been watching you for fucking years, buddy. Don't even sit here and lie to these fucking poor people.
you're the one lying to the poor
Own
people.
up to what you are doing and learn from your fucking mistakes because you're not. You're just literally asking for people for money and telling lies. You're not the victim. 100% you're not the victim.
Who said I'm the victim?
You act like it.
One thing I want.
There's little articles, and you can't tell me that I'm wrong because I've seen it from the police data. I've seen it from strict computers, from the fucking RCMP fucking office. There is literally burn marks on this kid. You didn't just fucking hurt him.
Look, they're not
You
cigarette
tortured
burns.
him.
They're not cigarette burns, okay?
Oh, what are they, Shaun?
They're rug burns
From what?
from him playing.
Bullshit. My kid, I have kids, Shaun, I swear to fucking God, if you keep playing around with me, I swear to
There you
God.
go. You don't want to accept
I
it.
have children, and there's no fucking way that
You don't
my
want to
kids would
accept
have
it.
burn marks like that.
Burn marks like what?
Carpet burns?
They're
There's no
fucking
way
this big,
unless
man.
they're being
They're this
dragged.
big. They're this big. They're this big.
You're disgusting. The fact that you
And there was
keep
two of them.
going on with this.
And there was two of
I'm
them.
telling you right now, Shaun, you're gonna get canceled real fucking quick.
I'm not
You're
because
underestimating people on this freaking app, and you're disgusting.
no, you're
You need to
slandering
be
me on this app.
canceled.
You're slandering me on this app. That's not going to
No,
get
no,
me
no. And
canceled.
I will continue because it's the
Okay, you're
fucking
going to get
truth.
yourself
And I will
canceled.
put all of your paperwork on this fucking app so everybody can see it, Shaun.
You're going to get yourself canceled for being abusive online. Okay?
Oh, yeah? Bring it on, Shaun. Bring it on.
Is
Remember,
that what
I
it is?
have
You
police
just want to
force in
battle
my
me? You
family,
just want to
buddy.
battle me? It's not
I
about
have
help. It's
police
not about
force in
help.
my
It's
family,
not about
buddy.
help.
Keep it
It's not
fucking
about
going.
help. It's not
Keep your
about help.
fucking
Look at
mouth
you. You just
going.
fucking blab on like a big
Keep
mouth, man.
going, Shaun.
Fuck off, loser.
Keep going, Shaun. Keep going. You gonna threaten my children next? I fucking dare ya.
Look at you.
I
You're
fucking
just
dare
harassing.
ya.
You're just harassing. You didn't come here for
Keep going.
answers. You didn't
Keep
come here to have
going.
a mature
Let's bring out
conversation.
the real Shaun, guys. Come on. Let's bring out the real Shaun.
That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to
Yep.
provoke me.
Yep. Come on.
You're trying
Come
to
on.
provoke me. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to provoke me.
Oh, 100% I am. I want the
know.
real Shaun to come out. The
I
one
know, and
where
I'm
the
glad. I have
woman
this all
hurt herself
recorded.
from you. The child that got hurt. I want that real Shaun out. Come on, let's go.
I have it all recorded here. You
Go
provoked
for
me.
it. I haven't said nothing to you.
You're trying to push a narrative that's not true.
Oh, really? So the cops are lying. The woman's lying. The kid's lying. The people in the threats are lying. Everybody's lying, Shaun.
Yep.
But Shaun. Shaun's the victim here, telling the truth. Give a
Yep.
break. That is a
Everyone's telling the
fucking
truth
lie.
except for Shaun. Everyone's telling the truth except for Shaun, right? It's gang up on Shaun.
Exactly.
It's gang up on Shaun.
100%. 100%.
It's gang upon Shaun. Gang upon Shaun. Gang upon Shaun.
Oh my God, are we playing the victim card again?
Well,
Woe is me. Woe is me.
show your face, loser.
You've seen my face a million times.
Show your face,
let me
loser.
guess. I'm gonna put my face on there, and you're gonna be calling me a fat cow. And it doesn't hurt me, Shaun. You can call me whatever the fuck
Show
you
your
want to call me.
face. So show your face then.
Why does it matter?
Show your face. Come on.
Why does it matter?
Why you got to talk behind the screen all the time?
What does it matter that I show my face or not? You're listening to me. What does it matter? What does it matter? So you can make fun of my appearance? That doesn't fucking bother me, Shaun. What bothers me is that you're an abusive piece of shit.
I'm not an abusive piece of shit. You're wrong, okay? And quit trying to present that to
Your
the
threats
public.
seem otherwise. I've seen you the way you treat random strangers as well. You're a rude piece of shit. You're a waste of skin.
I've got a lot of followers.
Take yourself off this app, get yourself some help, and then move on from there.
Sorry,
What?
I was blocking someone.
Why are we blocking? I thought you didn't block people.
Of course I block people. Abusive
You told
people?
a million times in your chats you don't block people.
Abusive people? Of course I'm going to block them.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to invite the abuse.
Good luck, everyone. I hope everybody sees the truth about this guy.
Well, no. You're presenting a false narrative. Girl wants to come in here and talk. She's not telling the truth, though. Rico, block yourself. Here, let's get Unique up in here. Come on, put your face up, Unique.
Put my face up there, Shaun.
Everyone wants to see you.
They can see me. I'm live.
Your face is not on the screen.
I'm live. I'm live on my main account. Idiot.
Look, how are we going to get to the bottom of this?
We're gonna get to the bottom of it. Why you fucking stop threatening my fucking children and stop threatening to rape me. You fucking
Look, man, we had the conversation in the summertime, okay? You were badgering me, you were threatening me, you were doing all kinds of things, okay?
You threatened to rape
And
me.
And I made some stupid comments while I was under the influence of alcohol. Okay, we talked about it.
Did you threaten to rape me?
I don't know what I threatened to do. Okay, because I was intoxicated.
Did you not tell Crybaby you're gonna rape me?
I don't know what I said while I was intoxicated.
Did you not tell me that you want to slap my kids and fucking shake them until they're retarded?
I asked you a question.
You did not ask me a question.
It was a question. It was put in a question form. Can I do that, Unique? Can I do that? You're pestering me. I was doing it. Okay, I said it only to get under your skin, only to piss you off, which it clearly did. It wasn't meant to be literal.
You said you were gonna slap my fucking kid around and shake them until they're retarded.
It was a question. Can I do that, Unique? I said, can I do that? Show the whole video.
A question like that, dude. Are you fucking mentally unstable or what?
We talked about it. Okay. You said you found forgiveness. If you found forgiveness, you have to be real about yourself. You can't say you found forgiveness, okay, and this is something that you're gonna wash away, and then harbor resentment, okay, and negative feelings, and make live broadcasts about me, okay. A person who's supportive of me is not making live broadcasts about me, trying to bring me down, okay. That's not somebody who's trying to support me. And
nobody's trying to support you anymore. The fucking gig is up, dude. Your gig is up. You're fucking toast. What don't you get? You're done. Your fucking gig is up.
You're online threatening me again. Look at you. You see how she's got nothing to say? She's got nothing. She comes on here threatening, and guys, Unique, Love Done, and Crybaby, okay? Ms. Lumbersnack, you've never even talked to me before in your life. You've literally never talked to me, Miss Lumberstacks. Here, hello, Shaun. Let's get this fucking goof up in the box. I want to get this goof up in the box. Guys, I sent Hello Shaun a fucking box request. I just sent you a request, so don't lie about it. Come up in the box, loser. Unique Love Done and her boyfriend Crybaby threatening me, constantly threatening me.
Yo,
Yo,
what's up with you harassing Unique?
who's harassing her? Listen, bro. The girl come in my box and just listen. Don't cut
No,
me
I'm not
off.
listening. I saw it. I've seen
No, you
all
asked a
your
question, so
videos.
you're gonna fucking listen.
I'm not gonna fucking listen to you because you're a fucking idiot, you dickhead.
Don't ask me a question and then you don't want to hear the answer, okay? Just fucking stop with that bullshit. Okay?
You are a dickhead. You have threatened her a lot with her kids. Kids, I don't tolerate any harassment with kids.
Money Man, you can come up after. But anyways, you asked a question, okay? So Unique Love Done, she come into my live, okay? I was dealing with somebody who was making ignorant comments at me.
No, I agree with all of them because you are a fucking raping.
Okay.
You rape kids. You harass kids. You assault kids.
Get out of here, loser. You're not gonna listen? Get out of here. Next. Next for the box, if anybody wants to be mature, come in the box. Anybody mature? Yes, McKenna. Abby, if you want to come in the box. Go ahead. Didn't he already serve his time? Yes, I served my time. Can you unblock Ashley? No, I can't unblock Ashley. Nobody's still threatening, okay? Miss Lumbersnack, when you serve a sentence, yes, that's what the judge feels is appropriate for the crime that you committed, right? It's not to serve the crime and then be harassed and be harassed and be harassed. I didn't drop everyone. These people, they drop out. Newfie Sam, like I said, I hit him with a pillow, and it's the impact when he hit the floor. Angela, it's because I'm not disrespectful or threatening to anyone. Go ahead.
Yo, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna fucking kill you, you piece of fucking shit. I'm gonna put a bullet in your fucking brain, you're gonna die.
Okay, cool, buddy. Thank you. Got that threat recorded. Hello, Shaun. Come in the box. I invited you. I just invited you again. Okay, hello, Shaun. You don't get to talk again until you come in the box, okay? Hello, Shaun. When you request me to come in the box. Hello, Shaun's just a yacker.
Somebody's getting canceled. You underestimated people, didn't you, Shaun?
No, I didn't.
No, yeah, you did. These people are pissed off.
Oh, they're getting
Everybody in your comments are pissed off because they found out who you really fucking are.
they're getting one side from fucking some fucking girl.
One-sided. You wonder why they're getting one-sided because you're a fucking liar. You're a
You're looking
liar.
for you're looking for dick.
You're a lying dog. You're a
You're
lying
looking for some
dog.
dick.
Roof, 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 roof.
You're
Dog.
looking for some dick.
I have dick and it's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. See how you talk to women? You're dirty. You're disgusting. Dirty.
You should look
Dirty.
you should look in the mirror.
You're canceled. Bye-bye, Shaun.
You should look in the mirror.
Bye-bye to your little fans that you have. Bye-bye. Bye.
Is that what you came on to talk about?
Bye. Bye, Shaun. You're so canceled.
Is that what you came on to talk about?
Yeah. I'm just getting you wild up, some anger out of you. Come on.
You're so
Come
you're so
on.
comical.
I love your angry side. Come on, Shaun.
You haven't seen it yet.
Come on, Shaun. Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it. I got videos. Did you not remember, Shaun? I have videos. Oh, there he is. Ah!
Let's go. Hello, Shaun. What's up?
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Very well. I'll be even better when you get off this fucking app, you loser.
Hi, Corey. How are you?
That's not Corey. These are once again are the delusions. You need
Yeah,
help. Go get help. You're disgusting.
I can hear it in your voice. It's Corey. What's up, Corey?
Oh my
What's the
Lord,
issue?
you are so delusional.
What's the issue, man?
The issue is that you have no remorse. You don't take accountability for the things you've done to women, animals, children. You've threatened Unique's kids. You've
Time
threatened
out.
somebody's
Time out.
12-year-old kid on this app. You have threatened
Time
Corey's
out.
kids, Justin's kids. You're gross. Go get
Time
the
out.
help you need. Stay off
Time
the
out. One thing at a
drugs.
time here. One thing at a time here. One thing at a time here. One thing. Let's get to the bottom of the to the dogs. What's the issue with the dogs here? You know I have no history with animals whatsoever. No history whatsoever with animals.
There is a video. People have sent it.
There's a
It's
video.
on Reddit.
There's a video. Let's see the video. Can you post the video? Can we see the video?
I am not having anything like that on my phone. Sorry.
Send it to me. Where'd you go? She disappeared on me. I requested another invite. I sent her another invite, but she dropped out of the box. The first thing I asked her about, you know what I mean? The first thing she's slandering me about, some dog, where like I allegedly abused some dog, but I never abused no dog. I'm afraid of dogs. I don't even go near dogs. Anyways, guys. That's cigarette smoke. Anyways, next. Report me for what? There's nothing to report me for. TikTok's not going to do anything. I haven't done anything. I'm calm. I'm respectful. What are they going to report me for? Go ahead, man. Well, I'm not talking about your friends' kids. Yo, fam, you don't want smoke. No, I don't want smoke. I don't want smoke. Melly, I've owned up and I've done time for things that I've done in the past. But people keep fucking coming and harassing me. Yeah, I like her hat. He's not permanently brain damaged, so they're telling you lies there. Too slick to quit? They're telling you lies. Guys, if anyone's able to help me, I'm gonna buy a plane ticket. Guys, if anybody wants to help me, my email is in my bio.
Shaun,
Yo,
let's get down to the meat and potatoes of this, man.
let's get down to it, man.
You're on live. You got to look for some type of forgiveness, man. You gotta
Look,
you gotta deal with what you've done and not give into this fire. Do you get what I'm saying?
look, man. I did something 24 years ago. Okay, I served my time for it.
Understood.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second, man. People got to stop cutting me off and let me fucking just talk, man. You
Let's
guys want
go.
to hear answers? You got to listen to answers.
Let's do it.
Okay.
What do you got?
So I did something 24 years ago, okay? I felt fucking horrible for it. It's not a fucking intentional thing, okay? It simply was an accident. People have to start accepting that it was an accident, okay?
Understood, but there's also a pattern.
No, there's not a pattern because it happened 24 years ago and it never happened again. I've got 2 kids of my own since, okay? My child's worker, okay, said that my son could come and live with me. They didn't say that my son could come and live with me because I'm still a danger. They said that
But
he
you,
could come and live with me because I'm not a danger, because I've proven that I'm not a danger.
well, I think if you really feel bad and you really want to repent for what you've done, you probably shouldn't be on here threatening people's kids and doing all this that you're doing right now. And maybe people would see that and say, hey, you know what? He has changed.
Okay, so you know what happened, brother? So you fully understand that circumstance, okay? There was a girl, she followed me for 2 years. Her name is Kimmy, okay? She showed me lots of love and support, told me she was a friend. She told me the past is the past and the future's the future, okay? And then one day she come on a live and she was fucking spitting shit, fucking trying to be rude to me. So I confronted her on it. Unique came in when I was confronting her, okay? Yeah, I was upset. She fucking hurt my feelings, okay? I have feelings. She hurt my feelings. So Unique came on at the wrong time, okay, when I was confronting my feelings. And she got herself involved in this situation. And she went off on her own little tangent, okay, like she does like a little child, okay? And she's screen recording and making videos of me and posting them on her page, okay? And trying to bring me down, okay? So
But Shaun, you got to take some accountability, and you
I
got
take
to.
accountability. Whatever I was saying to this girl that I was having the dispute with was between me and the girl. Okay, we could work it out together. For Unique to come on and start screen recording me and make posts about me,
But
and
Shaun, also the article that I read, it shows that this is just a multiple. This has happened multiple times.
what's happened multiple times.
Allegedly, I don't know what I read, that you slashed some girl's face, and that this happened before with her and your girl and her kids.
The
And
girl with
I
the
think,
cut on her face. The girl with the cut on her face. She got that with one punch to the face. Okay, we were at a campground. We were drinking. She was fucking madly in love with me. I told her, I said, we're never going to be together again. So please look around the campground for another guy.
and
And
I think the
then
most important thing here before I leave is that, you know what, maybe if you're gonna be online, you got to do some soul searching, and you got to seek some redemption
I have it right
instead of
there.
making more problems for
Well, I
yourself.
have it right there.
And
But
that's my piece. I'm gonna let somebody else get on here.
people don't want to let me redeem myself, okay? People don't want to let me redeem myself because they keep bringing shit up and throwing hate.
What up?
Go ahead.
What do you mean, go ahead?
Well, it's your chance to speak, man. Go ahead, speak.
So, yo, what even happened? What'd you do 24 years ago?
24 years ago, okay, I was addicted to crack cocaine. Okay, I was going through some shit in my own life. Okay, where my little nephew got murdered. My little 3-year-old nephew got murdered. Okay, I was going
Okay.
through that. I picked up a drug addiction because of it.
Okay.
The child was bringing me his crayons and coloring book one morning, and I swung the pillow. I thought he was going to hit the mattress, okay? But he went off the mattress. He stumbled off the mattress, and he went crashing to the hard floor. He banged his head off the floor, okay? It's blunt force trauma.
And when he died?
He didn't die, no. So anybody who's trying to present the narrative that he died is lying, okay? It's not true. It's not factual, okay? And then what happened was I took him to the hospital. I was afraid. Of course I was afraid. But I took him to the hospital 2 days later, okay? Because he didn't look well.
What?
And when I went to the hospital, they charged me. And then they started to make these allegations that I shook him, okay? The police weren't there. There was no eyewitnesses. They didn't get witness statements. They just made the assumption that he was shaken. If anybody does their research, okay, you can find out you can't shake a 3-year-old baby, okay? There would be certain injuries that would be consistent with shaking baby. You can't shake a 3-year-old. They've formed too many muscles in their neck He would have had hand marks on his arms, okay, from holding him so tight. He would have bleeding behind his eyes, a fractured skull. There's lots of things that weren't consistent. So what's happening is the police made this allegation about he was shaken, and they tried to present that to the court. My medical experts protested it, okay, and we showed that it was blunt force trauma, okay, similar to a car accident. If you hit your head off a windshield, okay, you could get bleeding in your brain from the sudden brain pushing up against the skull. And then what happens is blood gets into the brain. There's not much space between the brain and the skull. So when the blood gets in there, it puts pressure on the brain, which causes a stroke. Yes, with a pillow. You guys got to stop taking the pillow. The pillow didn't cause the injury.
So did he die or no?
No, he didn't die. He went to
Why
the
are they saying
hospital. I took him to the hospital. The doctors helped him, okay? And he survived, and he's 27 years old now. He lives in Ottawa, Ontario. He's got a family, okay? He lives with his mother. He works at Canadian Tire. I know things about him, okay, that you guys don't know. That's not
He
being
lives in
presented.
Ottawa,
You guys just get
Ontario?
one side, okay, which is some blab fucking
Yo,
on
yo, yo.
Google that's not even true.
Yo. He lives in Ottawa, Ontario?
He lives in Ottawa, Ontario, yes.
Oh, I'm tripping there, man. So you basically harmed the kid, no?
I mean, it wasn't intentional. It's not like I'm gonna hurt you type thing, okay? It wasn't malicious.
But you still hit a kid.
I hit him. Yes, it was an accident. Yes, and trust me, I live with that every day. Don't think that I'm gloating about it. I'm proud about it. Okay, it was an accident, but I took a bunch of parenting skills and program. Like, come on, guys. I have 2 kids of my own. Since then,
Yeah, bro, you lost your mind. I'm out of here.
go ahead.
Bro, what's the parlay of the day?
I don't know what's the parlay of the day, man.
Anyways, the moral of the story is the kid is fine, right? The kid
The
grew
kid
up
is
to
fine.
be. Did he have any long-term effects to this?
No, like when they did an update just before trial, they said that he had some behavioral issues, but they could not say that that was a result of the injury.
Okay, that's fair. Now, what else caused you to get 24 years?
I never did 24 years. I got 6 years for that. I got out, okay. I had a child of my own, and then I started having problems with my baby mom, okay? She's a drug user, and every time she wanted to use drugs, Shaun's going to jail. I tried to stop her, okay? Sometimes I'm like, you have to be mom, and I'd stand in front of the door. You're not going and buying any more drugs.
So what I'm getting from this, so I get it. You're taking some accountability, but at the same time too, when you're explaining the situation, you're making it seem like it's the other person's fault that is forcing you to be
Well, because
like
I don't
this.
initiate these things. Okay? Same with the girl. Same with the girl from Kelowna, where her face got cut. You think I wanted to do that? You think I intended to do that?
Maybe, maybe not. That's something that's you were
I
the
tell
only.
you, okay, the girl from Kelowna, she loved me, okay? I'll tell you that whole story so you guys know the whole fucking facts about the story. I was in jail. My car, my Mercedes, was at her house, okay, at her grandmother's house. She lived with her grandmother. I didn't want nothing to do with her. But she kept contacting me on Facebook, telling me that she's got these guys that are staying with her and they're taking over her grandmother's house. Okay? They're gang members. They're Red Scorpions. And she can't get rid of them. And she gave me some story about how I'm this guy. They think I'm this guy, and I'm her king, and she's my queen, and I'm out of jail now, and all this stuff. And anyway, she told me, help me get rid of them. So I helped her get rid of them. I
The
said,
allegations online are pretty severe. and that's something you'll have to carry with your whole life. I guess the main question is here: in jail, did they check your paperwork,
Of course they did.
and did they test you in there?
Of course they did.
And how was that experience?
Well, I mean, it's rehabilitation, right? So it's like the whole rehabilitation process. So I went there. They assessed me. They said this is the areas that we think that you should work on, and
Did you complete all these programs?
I absolutely did. Absolutely did, and that's what I'm saying. So I picked up new skills and things to take on into the future, and I come out of jail and I went to the halfway house. I was at the Belkin House, and I finished my parole. That's what I did. I finished my parole with no issues.
The thing is, society is not a very forgiving place, right? So at the end of the day, you just need to forgive yourself for it and move forward. Society is always going to be harsh, regardless of what you do. They're always going to think of all the negative shit, you know? Especially when it comes to whatever child abuse or any kind of sexual abuse, any kind of domestic. Those are always clearly more frowned upon, you know?
Okay, but those are slander comments. You understand that they're not real like that. None of those things. Well, some of those things, right? But when you talk about sex crimes and stuff like that, like I don't have sex crimes.
No,
I'm
I
not a
know, I know.
sex
I'm just
predator.
categorizing like the things that are really frowned upon in society, right? Unfortunately, you've been labeled with them, whether you did it or not, right? It's
Okay,
good.
well,
It's
you can't slander a person and then say that this person is this kind of way. It's not real.
so the problem here is convincing society that that's the case is almost next to impossible.
Well, so how does it go away when the community continues to slander you and doesn't allow room for change?
You're in a very very tough situation, and that's a very very it's almost unanswerable, that question. I guess action would be the best thing for it.
You don't think my actions have? I've been out of custody. I've been out of custody for 2 years with no crimes.
That's a huge win for your own self. Like that's good, right? But you have to ask yourself, can you do more?
Well, I'm trying to do more.
You can advocate for it, or I don't know. There's just I get it. I know you're in a tough situation, and I'm not saying that these are things that are just so easy to do and thing, but I just know there's always more, and you just keep pushing, and eventually something will happen, you know. And society will start to look at you and be like, "Whoa, this guy really did do a 360," you know.
It's hard when I got people like Unique and Crybaby who come on and say we forgive you and we see change and we're in your corner, and then they're over on their page running these segments about me saying how I'm the awful person and no forgiveness, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, and I can only imagine how annoying that would be.
You
But
have to come correct if you're forgiving and you want to be in my side and you want to support what I'm doing now, not what I did in the past, then you have to actually be with me and support me, not tell me to my face you're supporting me and go behind my back and slander me. Does that make sense?
yeah, I'm just reading some of the comments here. Someone's saying, read the comments. He was threatening her kids and stuff. So I wasn't there. I didn't hear it. But if that's the case, it's something like that will throw everything off. You can take 100 steps forward and be this amazing person, and then say whether you mean it or not. I get it. You were angry. Whatever emotion is, it's an awful thing. Whether you said it out of emotion just cause, and there was no like truth behind it, society will take that and rip you down 1,000 steps again. So you're tippy toe. You're literally walking on thin ice at this point, right?
So that's what we discussed, right? My interaction my interaction with Unique and her boyfriend in the summertime. And we talked about it. Me, Unique, Crybaby, we talked about it. They said, we forgive you, Shaun, and we're leaving it in the past, but they're not leaving it in the past.
I
If it's
know
in the
it.
past, then it's not talked about, right? If you're leaving it in the past, you're not talking about it. You're not making videos about it.
I get it, but we're not like drifting away from the fact that you threatened her kids with what already having, some
It
kind of
wasn't a threat. It wasn't a threat. Let's make it clear. It wasn't a threat. I said, "Can I do that, Unique?" It was a question to her, and it was intended to piss her off. Okay.
fair, but you have to understand what you think and what you're saying and what your meaning behind it sometimes isn't interpreted by society's the way they're taking it, right? So you really have to be super, 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 super careful when you're speaking, especially in the situation you're in. That doesn't mean close your mouth and don't defend yourself, but you definitely have to be super selective with your words and how you're literally saying whatever you need to say. That's just my opinion. It is what it is at the end of the day.
I didn't talk about her mom. I don't even know anything about her mom. So
Anyways, people are always going to try to knock you down. It is what it is. You just need to keep going forward and just try to be the best person you can be. Let the hate go.
well, I mean, the bottom line is, okay, Unique came in. She got herself involved in a situation that had nothing to do with her. She pressed the issue. Then somebody who I have issues with, okay, my past girlfriend, okay, this girl Corey, okay, who I want you guys to know, you never let me finish that story, okay, but I was at the campground and I told her to find somebody new. She was there because she phoned the police and charged somebody with SA, some gang members. She charged some gang members with SA when they didn't SA her, okay. I brought her to BC. I paid that $600 to fly her and her kid to BC. Okay, she got to BC. She attacked me while she was drunk, and I did what I did only to get her off of me. Okay, it wasn't intended to cause her any harm or hardship. Okay, and I wrote her a letter when I got to the remand, telling her that that was unnecessary. I'm sorry that it happened, and she turned the letter over to the police. So I got charged with breach for basically apologizing to her.
Well, I don't know. At the end of the day, it's never too late to change. Find God, and that's it. He's the only person that's going to judge you at the end of the day. So,
Well, these people are quite judgmental. The 204 of them that are in here right now.
I mean, a lot of people here in the comments are writing the same thing, right? He's a liar, blah, blah, blah. Go read the news. He's totally different. Fair. I mean, it is what it is. You're a human just like me. I'm not going to judge you, but he's saying, some people are saying, so you're the victim in all the situations.
No, but I definitely have been victimized, right? And
Victim card pulled, blah, blah, blah. And like I said, you're always going to people are always going to say this. It doesn't matter what you do. So this
then
is
you got other people. Then you got other people, right? Britt, he's a great guy. I know he's a great guy, right? Jesse.
Someone says here, you can't expect forgiveness without change, and that's a really, really true statement, right? And you're trying your hardest to change, so keep doing that. But like I said, the situation you're in, when you do one wrong thing, people are going to drag you back 1,000 steps. So always be mindful of that and be very self-aware. Whether you just have to completely exit yourself from the situation so you don't say something out of emotion, whatever it is. But, it's just part of learning, I guess, and moving forward. And
You realize it's 5 years since I committed any crimes.
And hey, that's a major win, right?
So why don't people give credit?
I got
5
someone.
years.
Hold on. I got someone here saying you vouch for him. It's not about vouching for anybody. Marlissa, whoever the hell this is. It's not about vouching. It's just giving my opinion. And like I said, I can't judge you. The only person that's going to judge you is God. So be the best you can be, and that's it. People keep saying because you threaten her child. See, I'm saying some people. I don't know the situation. I never heard it, but people will never let it go. So be very, very mindful and selectful of what you say. That's all I can. That's all I can say.
Like I said, anything I said, it wasn't meant literally, okay? And it was a question. It wasn't, I'm going to do this, okay?
Someone says, "Go watch the video. Go read the articles." He was arrested 2 weeks ago.
I was arrested and released because there's nothing. I didn't do anything. I was released 2 hours later.
Biggie's going off in here saying, "Go watch the video."
That's the video. The video is like, I want to slap your kid. Bop. Can I slap your kid?
Okay, but but that's what I'm saying. You can't say stuff like that because you're on thin ice when it comes to children, right? So just, I don't know. You gotta find it in you.
Like I said, it wasn't.
Obviously, people are so extra; they're gonna go bananas on you, right? Just because you're past. So you gotta I don't know, say you're gonna slap their dog or something. I don't know. Fuck.
Like I said,
Anyway,
I was
go
looking.
take a shit. I gotta go take a shit. I'm out.
All right, brother.
Peace. God bless.
Boom, 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 boom.
So I was beat the fuck out of by a man
I'm sorry that happened to you.
9 years ago. And he played the same fucking victim shit you are playing right now.
I'm sorry
Everybody's
that
out to
happened.
get me, blah, 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 blah. No, but you're not understanding, Shaun. You can be the better dude and be free for 5 years and not commit any crimes, but your mouth is your fucking problem. Your actions are your fucking problem.
So I'm going to answer that. What's happened is over the course of time, okay, so I have this record now, okay? A lot of stuff I pled guilty to that I didn't even do it, okay? And that's real.
Nobody pleads guilty to something they didn't do. That's also another fucking thing he tried to do, and guess what? He's in jail. So move
No,
on
absolutely.
next.
People do it all the time, but we're not going to have that discussion, right? We're not going to have that discussion. But anyways, now it's like I'm one violent crime away from a dangerous offender application. Okay?
Hey, Shaun, I'm going to ask you a valid question here. Would you date yourself?
I would, yeah.
With the attitude you have right now, would you be with yourself right now? Would you be friends with you? Would you date you? Would you?
I would.
Honestly, have you seen the way you talk to strangers?
I'm very respectful to strangers.
You bullshit. I've heard you, Shaun. You disrespect people at McDonald's. You've disrespected people at Tim Hortons. You've disrespected people just walking past you. You are a disrespectful human being, and that's why nobody has respect for you. Because you can't take accountability like you aren't today of the
Alyssa,
decisions that you fucking made in the past. You are not taking
Alyssa,
accountability. You're blaming everybody else for their fucking actions to make you be the person you are.
Alyssa, why because you bring up McDonald's, right? You bring up McDonald's and how I was disrespectful at McDonald's. So let's talk about McDonald's, right? So how do you come into McDonald's? You're there, family. You're there to get some burgers, some fries with your family, right? Why you come into McDonald's and you notice that I'm there and you're taking videos of me?
Nobody's taking videos of you, Shaun.
Don't tell me that nobody's taking videos of me.
Nobody wants videos of you in their phone. For what? What would they take videos of you for? Tell the world why people would want videos of you.
Because there's people, okay, who are very invested like yourself.
Shaun, what are videos going to do to you? What are they going to do to you? If a freaking little girl next door to you is like, I'm going to take a video of this fucking homeless dude, what's that going to do to you?
It's all about community awareness, community
So you're telling
safety.
me every single person that you have shown on TikTok and have been rude to you has been taking videos of you?
Look, you guys screen record me.
TikTok screen records you.
You guys screen
So is
record me.
TikTok out to get you? Is TikTok out to get you?
You
These
guys
videos are recorded.
you guys screen record me and then deny it. And then make little posts about me and
Because of your actions and your mouth. Why can't you take accountability for the shit you do?
look, somebody says I'm screen recording now, and what?
Good. It's for protection for both of us. I don't know why that drives you nuts.
Well, I'm not being disrespectful though.
And that's fine. But you have continuously been disrespectful, hurtful. You scare people. You threaten people. This is what I'm trying to get to you. But you want this beautiful new start, but yet you're not willing to put the fucking work into it.
I just want my freedom back. I'm a
Don,
homeless
the
guy.
first time I ever seen you live, you were sitting in the fucking park tenting and wasted out of your mind telling everybody, thank you for paying for my liquor of your tax-paying dollars. I ain't getting a job. Who would want to pay rent? Blah, 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 blah. You flat out on your live were mocking people, Shaun. This is why people don't fucking like you.
Do you realize that's said as response to the negativity that's thrown my way? Like,
Well, I'm
you
sorry,
fucking
Shaun.
bum, you're a fucking bum,
You
you fucking
are,
leech.
Shaun. You're sitting there drinking the little bit of money that you have that people give to you, and then you go on begging for money. That's a bum fucking move. Get
Alyssa,
your shit in gear and get on that like other people do.
Alyssa, do you understand mental health? Do you
Do
understand?
you understand mental health? Go get help then. Don't fucking sit here on this app and say my mental health, blah, 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 when you're doing nothing for it, Shaun. You're doing nothing for it.
I went to the hospital how many times?
And you were still on your phone. You were not there to learn. You were not there to get shit done. You were still on your fucking phone. That's not mental health.
You don't think when I was off my phone that I wasn't doing things to get shit done?
Okay, but you were still on your phone. People were still commenting at you. Get off your phone, fix your life, get on your feet, and move on and be the great citizen that you think you are. Like, I don't know how else to tell you. Get going. People use mental illness as a fucking excuse all the time. But when people actually have mental illness, they get things done. They figure it out. They hurt, they pain, but they get help. We are asking you to get help, and you're the one who's still sitting here trying to get money so you can go to a different spot so the shadow people won't get you. Like,
Look,
get
man,
help.
my mental health is my mental health, and you don't want to accept it, right? But
So getting a tattoo on your face with the people's money that they sent you
no, it wasn't the
for
people's
your
money.
mental health. Yes, it
wasn't.
was. You said it on live. It was
wasn't
the
the
people
people's money.
gifting you, which means they were trying to help you, and you spent it on that fucking tattoo face.
Wasn't the people's money, okay?
What money was it, Shaun?
It's from my compensation, okay?
Bullshit. Chantel, stay in your lane. If you were his real friend, you'd fucking help him. Get on here and help him.
If you were a real friend, you would be
I'm not your
supportive.
friend, Shaun.
Okay.
I'm not your friend because I don't be friends with people that hurt children and animals and women and then keep threatening. That's what my ex did. And guess what? He's in jail today and still is.
Do you see how you make those comments, but it's been 24 years?
I don't give a fuck if it's been 50 years, Shaun. Your actions are the same shit.
You're acting like it's yesterday's
You know what,
news.
Shaun? I would be scared if Unique or I said this to your face because you'd probably punch our lights out.
No, not at all.
Bullshit.
Not at all.
Bullshit.
I have people that I go around, okay? I go around females all the time. They don't get hurt.
Okay, but what about the ones that did? She said she loved you. You literally just went on saying, "Oh, she loved me, so I punched her fucking face in."
Yeah, that's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
You did.
That's exactly what I said. She loved me. I loved her, and so I punched her in the face. That's what I said. Come on, stop it.
What did you say then?
I said she loved me to death. Okay, we were at the campground together. She wanted to be in a relationship.
So
I
you
didn't
punched
want to
her.
be in a relationship with her. I didn't want to be in a relationship with her. I told her, move on. We're not going to be in a relationship.
So you couldn't call the police on her, get a restraining order. You just punched her fucking face in.
She attacked me. She
So
was
then you
punching
push her
me
off and you walk
repeatedly in the
away,
face.
Sean.
She was
I'm not
punching
condoning
me
her fucking behavior
repeatedly in the
either.
face. She was punching me repeatedly in the
I
face.
get that.
She
Then
was
walk
punching
away
me repeatedly in the
and
face.
let her deal with her consequences, Sean.
She
Call the police on her.
She
Walk
kicked me so
away.
fucking hard in my fucking dick 3 times that my fucking blood, I was wringing blood out of my fucking dick.
What about all the other women? Is it their fault too?
What other ones? My baby mom? You don't know what went on with me and my baby mom. That's the only other person. 10 years of bullshit with my baby mom.
Okay, then why didn't you leave?
I did leave. I finally left. I left for
Okay,
fucking 7 years. I left for 7 years, okay? I left for 7 whole years. I came back and she was fucking a raging meth head.
but you were doing drugs as well.
No, I
What's the
wasn't.
difference?
No, I wasn't.
You told everybody you were on meth.
That's when I picked it up. 7 years later, I went to my baby mom's and she introduced meth to me.
So what made you any different?
The difference was I wasn't an addict. I wasn't smoking all day, every day. And I left my baby mom's and I stopped smoking. And it's not till recently, okay, all this unwanted attention that I picked it back up again. Not because I want to, because I need to stay awake. Well, she doesn't like the truth. This is one, she doesn't like the truth. She disconnects when she hears the truth.
Hey man, how are you feeling?
I'm fucking overwhelmed, man. I'm stressed out. I want this all to fucking disappear.
I get it. I'm really, really new to this. I had somebody, send me a link to the live. In my short amount of time here, I think one of the things that you might want to look at is it seems like everywhere you go, there's violence, there's drama, and there's disharmony. And there might be some individual situations that aren't your fault, but I would highly suggest that you really take a look at that and say, how come everywhere I go, every interaction, all of my relationships, all of my police interactions are negative? I mean, at some point, you're gonna have to look at that, dog.
Look, I've got a past. I realize I've got a past.
Hey, man, we all have pasts, but
Okay,
what,
but people, some people are like, some things are never forgiven. Like it's their own shit. It's
but
not their shit.
you're
It's not their shit
coming,
to take on.
but you're coming to the public with a
I'm not
cup
bringing it to the public, bro. I'm
and
not.
expecting it, but you're expecting your cup to be filled with grace. And even if you fed 10,000 children and built homes for the poor and downtrodden, like you're not going to get grace, man. That's where you're at. That's where you are. And you're gonna just drive yourself madness when you're expecting people to react any differently. I'm telling you how it is, man. Like, I understand, like, you want to be forgiven. I'm not saying you haven't become any better, but your expectations from other people is what needs to change. Your cup is not going to be filled with grace by the majority of the people.
People keep going on about recovery, guys. I don't need recovery. I'm not an addict. Okay. So people
I'm
would tell
just
you
trying
I'm
to
an
give you some
addict.
advice, man. I'm not coming at you sideways. Really, I'm
No, just
not.
in the comments, people are saying that I'm an addict. I'm not an addict. Okay.
Okay, that's your business, man. Like, that's your business. But it sure seems to me like a lot of what surrounds you is negativity and violence. That's what I'm extracting from all this. And I'm also seeing like you want your expectations are you want everyone here to say, here's grace. You've made some strides. It doesn't work that way. Not with what you did. Not it's not like you embezzled money from your job, man. Like you affected young people negatively. You affected women negatively. And that's the society's job, man, to make sure like those are protected because they can't protect themselves. So in essence, what it looks like is you're just preying upon the vulnerable ones. And I'm not saying you can't do good in the world. I'm not saying you can't get healthy. I'm not saying you can get some of these emotions in check, but you preyed and affected the vulnerable. And there's a price to pay. 24 years doesn't cut you any grace, man, even if it was 2,400 years. But I think it's important that the caller a couple times before said, put the actions in place, man, but just change the expectations.
I mean, you can't tell a person to be better if them being better is not going to be good enough anyways.
You got to be better for yourself, dog.
No, I'm
Doesn't
better for
matter.
myself. I'm better for
Okay.
myself. And look, man, I've got some close friends. I've got a close friend here in Alberta who I've been around directly many times. Okay, I'm not threatening her. I'm not doing anything to her. There's no issues. I'm respectful, and she sees that I'm a good person. Okay, but she's here and she sees that I'm a good person. People on the internet read something and come on here and accuse and slander, and it's getting old, man. You're right, man. When I go somewhere, it's surrounded by violence and negativity, and it needs to stop, man.
But it's not the environment.
No, it is the
That's
environment. Look
no,
at these
no, that's
218 people, and how many
no,
of
no,
them
no,
are
no.
saying nice things?
All right, let me ask you a question, and please just be honest about it. If I was going day after day after day to a room of 218 people in it, and 98% of those people called me a piece of shit, called me all kinds of names, said horrific things to me, I wouldn't continue to keep coming back to it. So my question for you is, why do you?
Because I don't normally have this many people. Okay, what's happened is Unique went today.
I don't know unique, and that's the thing. It's like nobody gives a shit about individual experiences that you're having. They're looking at the big picture.
No,
I'm
they
just telling
do.
you that. Like nobody's going to look at your paperwork. No one's going to look at your accomplishments with parole or probation. No one's going to look and say, well, he's friends with one person or one woman who he hasn't hit, so it's all good. Like whether you have 200 people in the room or 20 people in the room, 98% of them, 99% of them, they're gonna have negative things to say about you. So
They
once
shouldn't have
again,
negative things to say about me, though. They shouldn't even know who I am, right? It's not until somebody comes along with a hateful heart, okay, and says, let's take this guy and let's put him out in the spotlight, which is what Unique did, okay?
okay, that's one person out of millions of people on
Okay,
TikTok.
well, she's attracted this kind of attention. Then she goes on her live and she holds a segment about me.
Okay, but once again, you're expecting people to fill your cup with grace. You've That's not going to happen. Like there has to come a time and a point where as much as you want something in the world, if day after day after day after day after day it's dictating you, it's not happening, then you have to stop, pause and look and say, shit, man, maybe it's actually me. Maybe it's me. And then you've got to move forward with that.
Uh, I've tried to move forward, man. People have to just get out of my way,
They're
instead
not
of
in your
making
way.
threats about we're gonna come find you and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that and we're gonna do the other thing, and
Hey
that's not
man, I'm
helpful.
I'm saying this with kindness. They're not in your way. You are in your way.
That's not gonna be helpful.
And what I mean by that is you're your worst enemy, your own worst enemy. And listen, I've been there, man. I mean, not with some of the shit that you've done, but like no one can mess up my world like me. And so like there has to come a time where you've got to look in the mirror and see accountability. And you've got to look outside the world and say, "Hey man, Like maybe I'm the one that's bringing all this negative energy to the
I don't
party.
bring the negative energy, man. I come
Okay.
on the internet, okay, and then my ex-girlfriend sees me on the internet and she starts making posts about me and she starts contacting people about me and she gets people interested and then all this starts happening.
Then why do you keep coming back to the internet?
Because why should I be off the internet? Why the fuck should I be fucking off the internet? Tell me why I should be off the
I
internet,
will,
dude.
because it's like this. Why do you keep touching a burning stove? You're the only one
Why
that's
do I need
getting
to be off the
hurt
internet? Why can't I just live my life and she goes and lives hers?
because you're wanting to rub a magic lamp and have the
I'm
world look
not
exactly
I'm not
like you
trying to
want.
deal with that shit.
And
I'm not trying to talk about her online. I don't want to talk
that's
about her
fair.
online.
That's fair, but it's happening. Like that's her dance. And you've chosen to say, well, I want it to look different. And once again, reality check, it's not going to look different.
We should
It's
both be
not.
able to live in this world. It's a big fucking world. We should both be able to live in this world and get on with getting on. I went to jail.
We should also have a world where children don't get hurt. We should also have a world where the vulnerable aren't preyed upon. We should also have a world where everybody goes to bed with a full belly. There's a lot of things that could look differently. But the fact is, like, you're trying to like alter your own microcosm, and you're not willing to say you're the center of it. It's everybody else. It's her fucking with me over here
That's how you
today.
guys want to read it, man. That's how you guys want to read it. Because I defend myself now. Like you just leave no room for defense. I'm just supposed to get slammed on the fucking internet.
But as opposed to defending, why can't you pivot and walk away?
Look, like I said, I shouldn't have to leave the internet because she's got hard feelings about something that fucking happened to her fucking 5 years ago.
Okay, I understand that. So if that's the case, then you have to accept where it is. If you're saying you shouldn't have to leave the internet, and I'm saying, okay, don't leave the internet, but you're going to have to accept the consequences of doing so, just like a hot stove.
Okay, well that doesn't mean screen record me. It doesn't mean come on and fucking provoke me to say things. We don't have to talk about it. Why do we have to talk about what went on between me and Corey 5 years ago? And why are we ignoring the fact that she's no better than me?
Hey man, if every time you walk through a door you get punched in the face and you're like, I should be able to walk through this door, and I'm saying, go ahead, but every time you walk through the door, you're going to get punched in the face. Don't be surprised when you walk through the door and you get punched in the face time and time and time again. It's not going to change. And the faster and the quicker that you have that acceptance, the faster and the quicker your life will look a little bit better. But you keep going through the door, you keep getting
Oh,
punched in
I
the
mean, I could
face.
I could do other things, right? Like I haven't changed. I haven't changed. I could do other things. There's other remedies to this fucking situation, right? I could go find Corey. I could fucking deal with Corey personally, right? I could go do that. I'm not a changed person.
Hey man, I'm not saying you're
I'm
not,
not
but
on the internet talking about I'm going to find Corey. I'm going to go deal with Corey.
can you what I'm hearing is on a majority of your interactions there's conflict, right? So it can't be everybody. I'm not going to speak about that individual person. It's none of my business. But what I'm
Well, that's
saying
that's
is,
what it comes down to. It comes down to Corey.
okay, so it's Corey. So you're telling me if Corey disappeared, your life would be roses and unicorns.
Well, make this go away. Quit putting the attention on me.
Yeah, but that's out of your power. Do you understand? Like, is it frustrating for you? Yeah. Does it suck for you? Probably, right? Is it uncomfortable for you? Yes. But why can't you accept it won't change? Like, why are you trying to change the unchangeable?
I'm accepting that it's an unacceptable situation, okay? That
Okay.
she's going
So
about things the wrong way. Why are we not putting the attention on her, how she's making, you know what I mean?
I understand you're looking at this individual and you're saying, well, why aren't fingers pointing at her? Why isn't there more negativity towards her? And that's one of those
She
places that,
initiated it. Hey,
okay, but that,
if
you're in
if I
one of those
initiate
places.
violence on you, hey, Blue
Hmm.
Oranges, if I
Yep.
initiate violence on you, if I come
Hmm.
up to you and punch you repeatedly in your face
Okay.
and you punch me back,
Hmm.
who's the victim?
Well, in that extreme situation, I would be the victim. But We're not in that sort of extreme
Well, that's the
situation.
extreme that I was in.
No, that's how it feels.
No, that's how it was. She came up to me and assaulted me
Could you have walked?
repeatedly.
The first thing you learn, right? One of the first things you learn in martial arts is you avoid conflict.
Trust me, I do that. I do that.
No,
But
you
we're
don't.
talking about you're in this situation now, right? So she's
But
hitting.
that's your responsibility, man. Like, do you see what I'm saying? It's like that's where you are responsible for it. Are you responsible
Jax,
for punching? But are you responsible for getting punched in the face? I don't know. But the fact is, you're responsible for being in that particular time, that particular area, with that particular human being. You made choices that led you up to there. It's not like you fell out of an airplane and landed in front of this woman and she started
do,
randomly
do
punching you in
you
the
do you
face.
know I brought this girl from Edmonton, okay, as a
But
favor.
okay, hey
She
man,
told me she was in a
obvious.
situation. I brought her to Edmonton. I brought her to Kelowna as a favor to get her out of a situation that she was facing. I paid $600 to get her to Kelowna, to get her out of a situation that she was trying to avoid, one that was very violent, okay? It was going to cause her a great deal of hardship. She phoned and reported 2 gang members for sexually assaulting her when they didn't sexually assault her, okay? I was helping her get out of a violent situation. She came to Kelowna. She was acting violent with me. She got punched in the face 1 time. Now
By you?
suddenly she's the
No,
victim.
hold on a minute. By you?
Yes,
Okay, you're at fault.
I'm at fault. She attacked me first.
Regardless of what happened, you're at fault. Do you know why? Because you're a grown man.
Oh, I'm a grown man, and she's what? She's
The woman, that's what she is.
so she gets a
And
pass in life.
no, but she does not get punched in the face.
She just gets a pass in life.
I didn't say that. I said she
Well,
doesn't
that's what you
get
just
punched
said.
in the face. It's not about
What?
pat. That's not. So you're equating by not putting violence on a woman as a free pass. That's where you're fucked up, dog. Like that's how you're looking at the world.
Well, I don't know how to get her off of me.
You walk away is how you get her off of you. You run away. That's how you get her off you. That's how you do it.
Dude,
How hard is that to figure out?
would
How
have
hard
kept
is that
getting
to
attacked
figure
all the
out?
way, okay, down the road.
Well, then, listen, man, are you serious? You're telling me a woman's going to be running after you, right? And you're going to
Yes,
be okay.
yes,
Well,
yes.
maybe
So you got
maybe
to
you
know
don't,
Corey.
but maybe you don't hang out with Corey anymore.
Well,
But
that's
you're
the
at
idea,
fault.
right?
But you're at fault for hitting her, regardless of what happened. You could have restrained her in a calmer way, but you don't hit her. Like, do you understand? Like, that's what, like that right there. If you extract that, that's exactly what's wrong. It's that you
Hey,
think by you not, you just said if
you think I wanted to be in that situation that night?
but
You think,
but you equate not hitting a woman with giving her a free pass.
you think I wanted
Just
to be in
stop
that
for a minute.
situation?
Stop for a minute. This is the biggest thing that you're ever going to learn, man. You're equating not hitting a woman with giving her a free pass. That's what it is, man.
Don't take it because you're repeating that, right? Free pass, free pass.
But
You're
you
taking
said
that
it.
out of context.
But
Okay.
no, actually it's the definition of in context because you said it talking about a very specific situation.
I couldn't
So
get her
it's
off of me. I couldn't get her off of me. Okay. I couldn't get away. I was drunk. I was fucking wasted drunk on tequila. Okay. I was wasted drunk on tequila. I was on the fucking ground getting fucking hoofed.
hey man.
I couldn't get
Well,
away. She would
I'm
have
good.
fucking continued attacking me. Okay.
Okay, but I'm going to throw a dart here, right? I'm going to guess that the majority of times that you use drugs and alcohol, great things aren't happening for you. I'm going to assume that.
I
Okay?
mean,
And if you're using alcohol and drugs the way that I think you are, right? And the way that you kind of talked a little bit about, it generally means like you're trying to feel a little more comfortable in the world. Because I would imagine waking up with you not having any drugs or alcohol, I probably wouldn't be waking up feeling very comfortable. And the things with drugs and alcohol is they really work. They make you feel real comfortable. But then you have the issues like you're having, right? The consequences, if you will. And you have a lot of work ahead of you, dog. Because until you're willing to turn that mirror and look inside and say, man, why the fuck am I drinking and drugging this way? Why am I surrounding myself with violence? Until you're ready to do that, I promise you this: nothing is going to change for you. And as a human,
I see that comment. I see that comment, and I gotta comment because it's true. Why do we ignore domestic abuse that's perpetuated against men, and we justify women behavior, but when the man responds, he's a horrible person.
but hey, man, that's a whole different conversation that we could spend the next 4 years
Why
on.
can Corey act like fucking tough gang girl, and then when it doesn't work out her way,
But it's not
it's called the
about,
cops?
bro, it's not about all of us judging her. It's about you having accountability for involving yourself with her.
No, I didn't involve myself like that. You understand? I'm at a campground, right? Like
Did you,
take in the setting, bro. Take in the setting. This is the setting, right? We're at a campground. Imagine a campground and what a campground is like.
okay.
People around having fires and drinking some alcohol and just trying to have a good time. Just trying to have a good time. But here's Corey stuck in her feelings, going through anxiety, wasted, not controlling her own anger, perpetuating violence, and then we're like, well, it's okay, you know. I mean, she was just going through her feelings, you know what I mean? That's what girls do, and just like, you know,
Hey, man,
just
I don't want to take up more of your time here and my time, to be candid with you. Like, I said what I had to
well,
say.
because there's
And
no there's no excuse for that, and so to
hey,
try to
man,
offer
let me,
one,
let
it
me,
would
let me
just
just tell you a hard fact. This is a hard fact, and it's a real fact. There's no excuses for a man hitting a woman. And that's all
and
there is to it.
and
That's it.
and
There's no more
vice
conversation about it.
versa, vice
I didn't
versa.
say
There
I
are
didn't
no
say that.
excuses for a woman to hit a man.
I didn't say that, dog.
Well, no, I'm
I'm
finishing your
for,
statement for you.
but there no, don't put words in my mouth, man. What
Well,
I'm
why?
saying
Because
to
you don't
you
believe
is
them?
it has because it's not relevant to the situation. Like I told you,
How about we just make a blanket statement? There is no excuse for a man or woman to put their hands on each other.
in a perfect
Does that
in a
sound like a
perfect
fair,
world,
accurate statement?
in a perfect world, yes, it is. In a perfect world, it would be lovely, right, to not have any sort of violence. But unfortunately, that's just not the way it is. But where we're at currently is you just shouldn't hit a woman, man. Like,
I never provoked that. Okay, I never started that. I was just a guy who was at a campground, minding my business. I was on my telephone. I talked to a very pretty girl that night, and I got attacked for answering my phone. She initiated the whole thing, and so if you want to call that victim blaming, then victim blaming, fine. But I was the victim before she was the victim.
okay. I mean,
Simple.
that's your perspective, man.
No, it's the facts, man. I was the victim.
Okay.
If you assault somebody, the person who gets assaulted first is the victim. You can't cry victim after you assault somebody and then you get beat up.
All right. My parting advice to you is, and like, just kind of reevaluate your expectations on what you're looking for out of people on social media.
Unique, you can come in the box. Unique. We're gonna wrap it. I'm gonna get unique in the box here. Where are you, unique? Unique, come up in the box. Let's go. I can't find your name. Unique doesn't want to come in the box. That's cool. Unique, when you want to be mature, Shaun, you're not a victim with your 38 charges. Raggedy tea time. 22 of those are breaches of probation, just so you're aware. Let's get this all on.
So what Orange just said is exactly what I said. If she was beating on you, why didn't you walk away?
Because I was drunk.
So your first reaction was, I'm going to hit this bitch.
I
Now,
was
all I'm going to
completely
say, Shaun,
intoxicated. Like I
all
was
summer.
wasted on tequila. I was.
Okay. So that makes an excuse, another
I
one to
couldn't
add to
walk,
all
never
your other
mind run.
excuses.
I
But
couldn't
here's the
walk, never
thing.
mind run.
You all summer sat at your table with your tent and bragged about how hard you hit her and you would do it again.
That's not my true feelings.
It doesn't matter, Shaun. You're putting it in the world. Why, if you're changing, would you put it out there like that?
It's my way of retaliating for the
To who?
harassment.
To what? Why is that harassment when it's out in the world that you beat women and children? Why
Because
is that
Alyssa,
everybody else's fault but your own? You're not taking any accountability through anybody talking to you.
Alyssa,
And
can
these
you
people are
just
being nice to
understand for a
you.
second? Just shut up and understand for 1 second, okay? So I'm a guy, I'm at a campground, I'm drinking, trying to have fun, and I get attacked for no reason. No reason.
You didn't get attacked for no reason. Shaun,
What
it's
was the
written
reason?
all over your goddamn face.
What was the
A
reason?
type of guy like you does not get attacked for no reason.
I got
You
attacked
open
because
your
I
mouth,
answered.
you start blabbering when you're drunk, you're probably aggressive, you were rude.
You're making
It's
assumptions
bad
now.
excuses.
You're
Whether this
making
girl
assumptions
attacked you or
now.
not, call the cops on her and walk away.
You're making
And you would
assumptions
have
now.
never, ever would have hit her, and you would have been the greatest man in the world, according to you. But you took it the wrong route. You hit her, and now you're making yourself the victim.
You're making assumptions.
How am I making assumptions? Don't ever sit here and say that you do nothing, I did nothing, they provoked me, they did it, it's their fault. Are you
Why,
like, can you not hear yourself?
why won't you just accept that I did absolutely fucking nothing?
So you let me get this clear. You sat there and she charged at you.
What happened was I got a phone call from a girl that I had met while I was at the campground, okay? A blonde girl by the name of Sarah.
So
I
how
got a
did she
phone.
know that was happening without you opening your mouth saying, "Hey, it's that hot girl I met"? So you
You want to
taunted her.
listen? Quit fucking cutting me off, man. That's so annoying.
It makes no sense because you're a liar.
Well, fucking listen, and it'll make sense to you. So my phone rang. I saw it was the girl. I saw it was Sarah on the phone. I took the phone and I fucking left the campground. I went down to a private little beach behind the campground and I was talking to Sarah privately, trying to. And Corey, with her little daughter, came searching for me. And I was down at the little private beach and she saw me there. And she's like, I was behind some trees, okay, because it started to rain. So I was getting some shelter from the fucking rain, okay? And she came and she heard my voice and she came, oh, you're fucking hiding from me down here at the beach? I said, I'm not hiding. I'm under the tree for some shelter from the rain and I'll come back to the campground soon. Please go back to the campground. I'm just on the phone. And she fucking stormed off. She said, you took the smokes. I said, go buy smokes. You have my money. And she left. She went back to the campground. When I came back to the campground, I was sitting under this tarp. She heard me talking again. She thought I was in this girl's tent. She opened the girl's tent door and she saw my silhouette on the other side of the tent. and she fucking went storming through the tent and started fucking punching me through the tent. She came out of the tent. I was trying to crawl out of the little space I was in where the tarp was covering me. Okay. She started kicking me in my dick. I got to my feet. She proceeded to fucking continue to punch me in my face. And I was falling to the ground. My phone fell out of my hand. I went and grabbed my phone and I turned around. Get the fuck off of me. I wasn't trying to punch her in the face. Okay. I was not trying to punch her in the face. I just threw a fucking wild haymaker punch. I was wasted, drunk. I threw one wild haymaker punch. It happened to fucking hit her in the face. She grabbed her face. She's like, oh my God, you cut me. I said, shut up. I did not. And she took her hand off her face and she had a cut on her cheek. And I was like, oh my God, come to the fucking tent. And we went to the tent, our tent, and I helped her clean it up. And we were talking, but then the neighbor called the cops.
Okay, but before you just said like you couldn't get her off you and your dick was bleeding. You never ever once said you went to the tent and everything was fine. Like your story keeps changing.
You never got the full story. And that's the full story. That's what happened.
Oh my God.
Okay? And then the neighbor called the cops, so I took off.
Because you're guilty.
I took
Only
off, okay?
people that take off are guilty. You
I'm
couldn't explain
guilty
to the police
I'm
that I was attacked. Look at my dick. It's bleeding. Blah, blah, blah. You had no marks on you, obviously. Because a real person that didn't think he was guilty and didn't mean to hurt her would have stayed there and explained the story.
Okay, so what happened was I took off. The next day, I grabbed my car and I left. I went to Airdrie, Alberta. Okay, I was passing through Airdrie. I got off the highway, and that's where the cops arrested me. Okay, when I pulled off the highway, the cops arrested me at the subway. Now, they took me to the hospital, okay? I was assessed with contusions to my left eye, okay, and bleeding in my dick. That's in the hospital records, okay?
You get arrested?
I got arrested. Of course I got arrested.
Did he get arrested?
No, they don't arrest women.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't arrest women.
100% they do, Shaun, and that's the most sexist thing I've ever heard. Yes, they do. It means
I've never
there's
seen it.
probably witnesses there that witnessed against you on that it was your fault. There's
Anyways,
no
that's what
fucking
happened.
way.
Okay, so
There's no
so
way.
you can't tell me that I'm guilty when I was just taking a phone call from a girl that I was allowed to take. Me and Corey were not boyfriend girlfriend when we were at the campground together. We were not boyfriend girlfriend. We were never boyfriend girlfriend up until
So
I
what
flew
you're
her-
saying is that you went to a campground with a woman and you were trying to hook up with another one and she got upset about it.
Yes, what I'm trying to say is
Exactly.
Corey contacted the Edmonton police about a guy named Matty Madrocks and Tim Wonderland. Okay, these are gang members for the RA. She fucking called the cops on those two guys, and she
And what
charged
does that
them.
have to do with you?
She charged them with sexual assault. I was in Vancouver at the time. She contacted me and told me what she did. Shaun, you're not going to believe it. These guys are going to kill me. I contacted the police and charged them with sexual assault. I said, you're right. They probably are going to fucking kill you. So I bought her and her daughter a plane ticket, and I flew her from Edmonton to BC. She was just there as a friend.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with you and what you've done?
What that has to do with me is she was not my girlfriend, okay? She had no reason for me.
Whether it was your girlfriend or not, Shaun, you can't fucking hit women.
What I'm getting at is the point being is we're not in a domestic relationship. If I answered the phone to another female,
Okay, but you still can't go and hit a strange woman that you don't know either. The laws are the same.
why are you justifying her behavior still?
I'm not justifying it. I said in the beginning, you should have walked away and called the police on her.
I
and then
couldn't.
That could have happened.
I
You
couldn't.
ran.
I
You ran.
told
You're
you I
telling me
couldn't
you didn't-
even walk.
Oh my God, you said you left. And now you can't walk.
When I came back, I told you I left. I came back, right? So, and then she was somewhere else, and then she showed up out of nowhere. She thought I was in the tent having sex with this girl. Okay? She thought I was having sex, and she got super fucking jealous. She's like, "Oh my God, you're in that girl's tent?" She opened the
Okay.
zipper. to the girl's tent.
But what
Where
everybody's
does she
trying
have
to
the
tell
right to
you
do
that
that?
is that you can be a better person, but you have to change how you think and act. Because I've been witnesses on, and many other people in your lives, being racist as hell. You are a racist, aggressive person. I don't know why you think that's okay. Look, you're smiling. You think it's funny. You think it's funny. It's not funny. If you want to act a certain way, get off social media.
I'm laughing because every fucking angle of the way, you've got
You're,
something.
you're painting your own story, buddy. Nobody else's.
Every step of the
You've done
way,
these things.
it all falls back on me.
It does. They're your actions. This is what you're not understanding from every single buddy that has been up here. You're not listening. Oranges, dude, explained it perfectly and you still didn't get it. Like, you don't care of the actions you do. And then you want everybody to treat you with respect. Like,
Women,
I just don't get where you're coming from.
someone says women these days.
Yep. Women sticking up for women. Holy God, I'm so wrong.
Well, it's like you're you're taking away from what the truth of the situation is, and you're trying to make the woman always look like the victim. Corey's not a victim.
Oh, my dear God. You're never going to get it. You're
Corey's
going to
not a
drown in
victim.
your own
Corey
shit, buddy.
victimizes people. See, she doesn't want to hear that.
So you're going to literally have three different stories because that's what you've had. You've had three different stories now. One, you said you couldn't move. Then you said that she attacked you through the tent. And then the other one, you ran away. So what fucking story is it?
So I was trapped between, there was a tent.
Okay, because you want to know something? I've read all the reports. I've read every charge on you. I've done your CSO deep dive. I've done it all. I've looked up all your files. I've looked up from back in 2000.
Okay. And
Like, what the fuck is, why do you sit there and you're literally blaming her, but not taking accountability for anything you've done? Not one thing.
if
Not
the
one thing.
if the
You
law
assaulted a
states,
child 27 years ago. Then you sit there and you stated, oh, he's 27 and lives at home with his mom. That
he
says a
is,
lot because you did some mental fucking issues for the kid when you fucking bashed his head off the floor.
he does
I
live
was
with,
abused and so were my children for 13 years by a goof like you.
he does live with his mom.
You're a goof.
Okay. Is
You
that what you
sit
came on
there
here
and
for?
call women, you sit there and call everyone goofs. You're the goof.
Next. Rachel. No, Rachel. Mama C. Hello.
What kind of songs is your jaw playing by? Cotton Eye Joe or what?
What's that?
Your jaw. You're high on some drugs. Look at your jaws. Playing all kinds of songs there.
Well, I'm eating.
Yo, so first of all, when was your last hoot?
My last suit was 3 days ago.
Boy. And so you think it's everyone else's problem? The little kid, the lady, you think it's everyone else's problem that they got hit but yourself?
I'm not saying that.
That's exactly what you're saying, you fucking idiot. You said that it was the lady's fault you hit her because she was angry first. You said that the kid was wanting to color or something.
That's the reason to hit. That's the reason to hit a kid. Come on, man, stop. I'm not making. Wait,
You said you said
he
that the
wanted to color, so
kid
he needed to get abused.
you said the kid wanted to color, so you fucking hit him, you fucking idiot.
Come on, man. You're not listening. Okay, you're
Okay,
obviously
so
not listening.
so explain what happened with the kid. He wanted to color, so you walk up and fucking hit him with a pillow, you fucking tool.
First of all, if you want to talk respectable.
Go
Okay.
fuck yourself, you piece of shit.
Okay, then we're not going to talk. Next. Next.
Hello,
Yo.
Sean. Big fan of the entertainment you got going on. But if you really want a piece of advice, right? I guess I would say, listen, you're gonna deal with all this online because you're putting yourself online. But I think some people, if you actually got your shit together a little bit, started to change, then maybe a couple more people would say, hey, you know what? I actually do believe this guy. He does want to change. He's doing this. But if they come on here and basically kind of make excuses, you know what I mean? And not just like, yesterday you survived the night. Glad to see you survived the night. You had some people looking for you. But, if you came on here just I don't know, just looking like you were going to change, I think a lot more people would respect it.
So, what I'm going to say to that is, I've been going TikTok live now for almost 2 years. There's one. I'll pin that. Right. I can't pin it. But anyways, Crafty Hooker says, I know him, and there'll be other ones, right? Chantel, I know him. He's a good guy. Kayla Rose, I know him. Good guy, right? I've got a support base also, right?
Yeah, but
And
and listen, I don't know you from a hole in the wall, but it does seem a little bit like, you seem like you're pretty laid back and all this right now, but I can kind of almost see where if you put some liquor and some drugs in front of you, where you could just switch like that. So like the guy before was saying, you can't put yourself in those situations. Does that make sense at all?
I'm human, man. I'm human,
Under-
and sometimes people make the guilt overwhelming. I got to
Also,
mask up.
you got to look at it like this too, honestly, right? If you're willing to put yourself in those situations, then you really can't cry about what happens and how people judge you for it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like I said before too, if you're gonna put yourself online, that's a huge thing about it. Number one, people are gonna hate just to hate, but then people are also gonna hate because you fucked up. That's the
What
reality.
what I was saying is, I have a support base, people who actually got to know me over time, and know that I'm a different person, and they come on and they support me. And then you got the other side saying, "How dare you support this guy?" Whatever, whatever. You
Well,
know,
you do. You know what? At the end of the day, I mean, you have some big fuck ups. You got some big ones. I mean, and again, like you said, that's the sum you're gonna have to live with. And You know, unless it's really the ball's in your court. The best thing about it is, you know what, Sean, is the ball's in your court because you can literally do whatever the hell you want. You have the power to change your life, your outcome. Honestly, and that's the beauty about it is that you actually do have control over that. What you don't have control over is you know the internet, shit like that. But you have control over yourself.
I mean, if you read the comments, right? Some people they just they take things personal. It doesn't even affect them, and
And they got an opinion.
you know.
Yeah, man. Hey, at the end of the day, bro, I just pulled up to the bar. You know, hey, dude, listen, if you want better, do better. If not, stay the same. It's the way it is. All right.
Kayla says I like him. Anyways,
Yo, so sorry for being disrespectful before, but explain what happened with this kid.
all
Your story.
right.
Your story. Explain.
So I moved to Vancouver, BC. First time ever moving to BC in my life.
So you're on the meth, obviously.
No, I wasn't on the meth. No,
Okay,
I, I, ne-
not
I
then.
never
Okay.
I never
Okay.
touched drugs like that. Okay, I was a 20-year-old kid. I was 20.
Okay. Okay. All right. Keep going.
I got to Vancouver for the first time in my life. I thought I could stay with my brother. My brother said, "No, you guys can't stay here." So me and my girlfriend and her child, we were looking around for a place. We found a place at the Ivanhoe, next to the bus station in Vancouver, and it was a second-story motel room above a bar in the downtown east side of Vancouver. Very quickly after arriving, a light-skinned black guy introduced me to some crack. Okay, brought me to his.
Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay.
So he introduced me to some crack.
Yep.
I called home, and I got word from my family that my little 3-year-old nephew had been murdered by a cab driver. He was up on the sidewalk, and the cab driver rode up the sidewalk and mowed him down and murdered him. Okay? So I met this black guy, and he introduced me to crack, and I started smoking crack as a way to mask my pain.
Why does it matter that he's black?
I'm just letting you know that he was a black guy.
Oh, okay. Okay. Big bad black guy. Okay. Keep going.
And so I'm chilling at the guy's place. We're smoking meth, or we're smoking rock.
Okay.
And then I got addicted to it. So I picked that habit up. One morning, I was withdrawing. Me and my girlfriend were taking back and forth to work. She'd go one day, I would go the next. She'd go the next day, I'd go the next. This was her day to work. She went to work. We had been up all night smoking crack.
Yeah.
Me and my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And when I woke up, I told the child, I need the television. He was watching cartoons. I said, I need the television. If you want to color, go grab your coloring book and crayons.
Yeah.
So he went to go do that. When he came back, I was goofing around with him. Okay? I wasn't trying to hurt him. I swung a pillow. I thought he'd land on the mattress. He stumbled off the mattress. He fell. He hit his head on the hard floor. Immediately, I went and I picked him up. But he fell in my arms, unconscious. I got scared. I started to give him CPR.
Okay. And do you expect anybody to believe what you're saying? That you didn't mean to give a kid brain damage?
This is the fact. Why would I intentionally do something so stupid?
I'm sure. Okay. Yep. So you were coming down off a crack.
Why would you give me a logical reason why I would
Here he comes.
try to
Here's the real
give somebody
shot.
fucking an injury like that?
Because you're an abusive piece of shit.
No.
Maybe.
I'm not. See, just don't try to paint that picture for me.
Okay.
It was a mistake. Okay.
So you have a long history of violence against women and children.
Not a long history against children. Okay.
A long
I have the
history
one
of
incident.
violence
Okay.
against women and children.
I have the one incident and I took a bunch of programs and rehabilitated myself, okay? And I went and I had 2 children of my own, okay? My 2 children never got abused.
I'm so sorry for those children.
They love me and they know that I'm a great guy. I spent time with my son not long ago for his birthday.
Got boy. See,
So,
that's something that you should be focused on, not trying to excuse your actions on TikTok
well,
to
I'm not trying to
random.
excuse him, but I don't want to be slandered, okay? Nobody got angry and picked him up and shook him. That's all a lie, okay?
So
Cops weren't there.
how long before you took the kid that you apparently joking around, hit him with a pillow, whatever? How long before you took him to the hospital?
It was a day and a half.
A day and a half before you took him to the hospital, and you expect anybody to feel any sort of sympathy for you?
Well, at first I didn't think he needed it. Okay, he was talking to me. He was okay.
Holy shit, man! You need to check in somewhere. You need to get some fucking help, and you need to own up to your actions.
Well, I did that
Have
when
some
when I got
accountability, buddy.
arrested. Right
Have
when I
some
got arrested,
accountability.
and I went to program.
Went to PC, right? You're in protective custody. You need to
Well,
go
I
to
went to
general.
the I went to the
Go to
pen, right?
general.
So I
Go
went
to
to the
general. Where? Which pen? Which pen were you in?
I went to mission.
Okay, and were you in GP or protective custody?
Well, it's the pen, right? So there's no difference.
You were in protective custody your whole fucking. Anytime you went
No,
anywhere,
no,
you were in
no.
protective custody.
Have you done time?
Fuck no, I haven't done time. I'm not a piece of shit.
Okay, so when you go to the federal penitentiary, it's just GP.
And what happened when you were in there? Did you have your paperwork and everything?
Of course, and there was problems, right? And like I've dealt with all those hardships 24 years ago. And I went to program, okay? I went to the Pacific Institution, okay, where they offered programs. And I
So
spent
how does someone who's just a victim have hundreds of charges against women and children? That's just what I want to
who's
know,
got
man.
hundreds and hundreds?
Look at your report online, man. You have what, like fucking 350 different fucking charges or some
No, I
bullshit?
don't. Come on, man. If you're going to talk about me, talk correct.
Buddy, you have multiple charges against women and children.
I've got 38 total convictions with all my charges all together.
Against women and children. How can you possibly think that anybody's gonna believe you or even fucking take your side, do anything?
Hold on a second. Somebody just texted me about somebody in the comments.
Was that your dealer? Can he spot you?
No, I don't have a dealer, man.
Oh, attaboy. You just go beg on the streets for it.
So hold on a second. I'm looking for.
Anyways, I'm not gonna give you any more time. I hope you fucking die. I hope somebody kills you. I hope your life catches up to you.
What do you mean? I've done my time, man. I've rehabilitated. Okay. Anyone else? Kayla. Kayla Rose, what's going on? One minute you like me, and then you're talking shit about me. I don't know. Away from here, Ashley. Kayla, somebody text me. Somebody texted me and told me to block you, that you're a fake one. I don't know. I didn't see the comments, so yes, it is. Why wait to take him to the hospital? Because I was scared. There's a guy that wants to come up if you want to jail you. What? What? I feel all kinds of guilt and remorse. Guys, the comments are coming quick. Yes, getting in trouble. I bet he did feel a lot of things, and I'm sorry for that. Kayla, there's people saying all kinds of worse stuff than that about me, you know. The kids the kid's mom was there too. She went out for the day. Nobody says anything about that. Nobody's running from the cops. No, I'm not blaming the mom, but I'm saying she didn't do anything. People are asking me why nothing in 2 days, but his mom didn't do anything. Ashley, Danielle, his mom absolutely knew everything. Yes. Okay, Crafty. Okay, Crafty. I don't know why she wasn't charged. Yeah, she was there. No, they're asking why she wasn't charged for not taking her son to the hospital. She was at work. When she came home from work, she knew. Shaun Costello. Exactly what I'm telling you. Cam, I told her when she got off work. No, the guy asked my name. Oh, Chantel. Chantel just name drops. When she was out for the day, that was the next day. Fucking panda. She was at work. She came home. She knew about it. And then the next day she went out. Anyways. Yes, I did CPR. I know. I've always suspected Chantel. because he didn't need CPR. Yeah, because I thought he needed it, but he didn't even need it. I gave him CPR, but he did not need it. He was still breathing when I gave him CPR. Does that make sense for you fucking dumb fucks? Yes. By trying to help, I did more damage. Yes. Yes, I would like a lie detector. There are no other children. Haley, there are no other children. Lady Leo, I never hit him that hard with it. It's the impact falling off a bed to the floor, hitting the hard floor with his head. They're not truth. Okay, did they fall head first? Okay, Samantha, whatever you say. They weren't burns. Not from cigarettes. They were rug burns, Dr. Diva. Go ahead, Slick.
Hello.
Go ahead, man.
Hey, I just had a question, man. So you said that there was only one child, but on the internet it does say that there was a 3-year-old and an 18-month-old. So is that true? I'm just wondering. Hell, I don't even know who you are. I've just seen you on TikTok. Like, I don't know the full story, but
So in the whole broken telephone game that's going on here,
yeah, like that's why I wanted to come on here and share that with you.
that's what it is. It's a broken telephone. Okay. So what happened was I met his mom when the child was 18 months old. When the injury happened, he was 3 years
Okay.
old.
Okay. Got you. So it's same child, just different ages.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And were you found guilty of these charges?
So I went to trial for the head injury.
Yep.
Okay. And I was convicted for aggravated assault on that one. Why was I convicted? Because I committed the act of swinging the pillow. So I hit him with the pillow. And then the injuries that he suffered from the made it aggravated.
Okay. Okay. Well, like I know, like I got little brothers and stuff. Like I'll play around with them and like we'll pillow fight and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna hit them hard enough that they're gonna fall on the ground. And maybe it was an accident, genuinely. But like
Look,
I'm not.
dude, I didn't want him to fall off the bed. I wasn't trying to send him off the bed. I wasn't trying to make him fly off the bed. He
I
stumbled off the bed and he hit his head on the floor.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm not trying to come on here and slander you and badmouth you. No, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on and make some maybe give like the TikTok community some clarity on what's going on and who you
Well, they
actually.
don't want to. They don't want to listen to anything other than he was shaken or that it was a malicious attempt to harm a child. I was a 20-year-old kid. I'm 45 now. Okay, and I made a mistake when I was under the influence.
Yeah, I completely understand that. Like I've been down that road too, and it's just like I've done certain things that I regret, and I mean, God know if I ever like hurt someone or anything like that. But do you think being under the influence is like kind of an excuse, or like are you saying it's an excuse, or are you
I
just
just
saying
wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't putting it out there that I never put a thought into it that he could possibly be potentially hurt if I swung the pillow. I just swung the pillow being a goofball. And it caused all those damages. I mean, it's not like I got fucking angry, like, Peter, you little fucker. You know, it wasn't some fucking angry scene.
okay? And you also said that um oh geez, sorry, I'm having a brain fart. You also said that oh fuck man, I'm blanking. Hey, one sec, one sec. I have someone else who wants to talk to you. Okay.
Go ahead.
So you're saying it's just a coincidence that you've been charged multiple times with assault?
Coincidence? What happened was I I got out of prison and my son's mother, okay, who is a meth addict, she she took advantage of the law. Okay, so if you know anything about government services, if you file for domestic charges on your domestic partner, you can get fleeing abuse money. Okay, and they give you quite a bit of money. It's a decent amount, and then they give you all these other free services like you get priority on the housing list. Okay, so my baby mom took advantage of those little perks that she would get. $134 for a 3-bedroom townhouse. Couple $1,000 for fleeing abuse that she could use on drugs. Okay, so my baby mom would abuse the system, and she would use me as a result because, well, same here, right? She didn't respect me because of the crime against the child.
I hear you, and there are people out there that do abuse the system, but in order to be convicted or charged of anything, you have to have a case against you. The disclosure's got to have something.
Well, the problem is, I would end up in the remand center. I would go for bail denied, right? A risk of fucking fleeing, a risk of going and fucking retaliating against the accuser. So they would keep me in jail. I'd sit there for several months. and then the Crown would come to me and say, look, just plead guilty, time served, and probation. And I'd be like, oh, okay, I'm guilty. And I would plead guilty to things that I probably could have beaten trial.
Okay, but I've been falsely accused of harassment, and never once did I think that it was a good idea to plead guilty to something I wasn't guilty of.
I just wanted to get out of jail. That's the bottom. I can't explain it other than that. I just wanted out of jail. I didn't want to be in jail. And if it meant pleading guilty, I never looked into the future, how it was going to affect my future, how it was going to affect my offending pattern. Okay, how it would show like a repeated history of offending. I would just always plead guilty, plead guilty, plead guilty.
Well, that would have been your lawyer's job to make sure 100% you were understanding of what the risk was and what the consequences would have been. And why is it that I'm looking at a legal document from Court of Appeal saying that you are already on probation for an earlier assault of a child after violently shaking a 3-year-old?
Because I got accused of slapping him.
But it's stating that there's 2 different children involved.
No, it's the same child.
So you've gotten accused of abusing the same child twice.
Yes. Yes.
And who was the one that began these charges? The baby mama?
The baby father.
Okay, I guess that's all the questions I have. I think you've answered them pretty
The
well.
baby father initiated that, trying to eliminate me from the scene.
Okay, that's me again. I'm just wondering, like, if you could give me a quick summary of what happened and why people are saying these things. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So
Like, let's just start from like the beginning. So you're a young kid. You're fucked up on. Sorry, you're all messed up on drugs, and you're not thinking straight. Okay, well, let's go from there.
okay, so the story goes, I pick up the aggravated assault with him. I do my time, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look, man, many moons have passed, right? Two
Yeah, oh yeah,
decades.
20 years. Yeah.
2 decades passed, and I hooked up with this girl, Corey Stitchman,
Mm-hmm.
and we had our incident, and she got with a guy, okay, a biker guy,
Mm-hmm.
and he wanted to get retaliation. Okay, it wasn't about the time. Okay, so then what happened was I finished parole 2 years ago,
Just a
and
year ago. Yeah.
I've been off parole for 2 years,
Yep.
and she wasn't satisfied. Okay, 2 years ago, she took to the internet and she introduced herself to a group by the name of Dog Dads on Guard. If you're familiar,
No, I'm not.
okay. Well, there's a group in Edmonton called Dog Dads on Guard, and she reached out to them, her and her boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
and she made allegations of sex crimes. Okay, that I don't have any on my whole entire record. You guys can read my record. I don't have a single one, but she made allegations. Okay, and that group tracked me down to a motel and they assaulted me. Okay, put 11 staples in my head 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They went up on charges. Because they went up on charges, they were fucking super fucking aggressive on the internet, okay, trying to defame me.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been dealing with that stalking, abusive behavior from my ex-girlfriend, okay, who now reaches out. This document that you see going around, this came from Corey.
Okay.
These documents that you're seeing on the internet, they're under a publication ban, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's not public record, okay? That was shared illegally.
So,
because it's not real information.
and like people are saying like you're still doing this stuff. So
No,
like
I'm
where
not.
then where would they be getting that information? I'm not
It's
saying you are
it's
or you
false,
aren't.
man. It's slander.
Hmm.
It's not true.
So
Okay.
does any of these people have any information or any proof, anything? Is it just words?
It's just words, bro. It's just words, man.
And did you try to contact her while you were inside?
Who, Corey?
Yeah.
I phoned her. So you're going to hear about how I contacted her 450 times, okay? We were still in communication. She's not talking about how many phone calls she took.
So
The
okay, yeah,
hours.
okay. Okay, so basically what you're saying is you guys were in contact, you called her, and let's say she wasn't answering one day. And so you're just trying to call her, and they're taking that as you're spam calling her, da 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 da.
So I was at the remand center in Edmonton, okay? And the unit is packed and there's only so many telephones. She
Yep.
was on a Wi-Fi phone number.
Hmm.
So it would be my turn to use the telephone. And during the course of my telephone period, I might try to call the Wi-Fi number 20 times trying to get a hold of her.
Yeah. But like this is just my opinion. Don't you think at a certain point if she's not answering that you shouldn't keep calling? And like I can understand being inside and like just wanting someone to take that phone call. Like I understand that. But like at a certain point, there's got to be a moment where you're like, okay, well, she doesn't want to talk to me.
No, but she was taking calls.
But after the 20th time, like of you calling and her not answering,
Well,
then
sometimes I would call 20 times and then she would answer the 21st call and she would talk to me for an
okay.
hour.
And how would those talks go?
She'd tell me that she loved me.
And again, like just like these people on here that are saying this stuff, what you're saying right now, do you have any actual proof of that?
Well, I'm not going to have the
Yeah.
phone records.
No. And I'm not trying to like I'm not trying to shit talk. I'm not trying to like slander. Da da da. I'm
I
just
don't have
trying
the
to
phone
figure it
records,
out.
but the phone records that were presented, the
Mhm.
phone records that were presented to the court showed that she answered the call. When she answered the call, the duration of the call, okay? It tell
Okay.
you
And
what telephone I called from.
yeah. And what made you want to get on TikTok and kind of clear the air or
Well, I go TikTok live, right? So I
yeah,
have my own platform. And she
yeah.
realized now that I have my own platform. And so she comes on my platform and she tries to throw shame and hate and try to get people.
Well, honestly, man, like you may have done wrong, and yeah, those charges, like I'm honestly surprised, and maybe you did, but like if you went in jail and having these kind of charges, that's serious. Like that's something you're gonna get rocked over. You know what I mean? And whether or not you are a changed person, like it's just hearsay. What you're saying, it's hearsay. What
What the internet is saying is hearsay, though.
yeah, exactly. So so you're just gonna go back and forth with the internet basically and try to prove your innocence when there's proof of you being guilty? Are you trying to get innocence or forgiveness?
I'm looking for people to just get on with getting on and just leave the past in the past. You know, the family who is affected directly doesn't hold this kind of hate. Why would strangers?
Well, I think like it's not really it is strangers, but it's like a community thing. Like when someone's doing that to a kid and they're found guilty of it, they're gonna assume and they're gonna think that you're the person that the court is saying.
People
Not
here, people here making comments that are they don't even know what they're talking about. Somebody said I just got charged last week for stalking. Like, no, I didn't.
yeah, and that would be obviously out. Like you'd be able to see that shit. But like, man, like I have a kid on the way, and I'm telling you, like, if some guy touched my kid like that, whether me and my baby mom were still together or not, like, like, let's just say he wouldn't be on TikTok live. So like,
You don't think I dealt with the family?
did you run or did you deal with it?
Well, I dealt with the family. I dealt with the family, and you know, and I extended my remorse to them. Okay, and the family was able to forgive me. So why would the TikTok community not be able to forgive me?
So, and again, like, do you have proof of this family being
Well,
forgiving
I don't have
towards
to
you?
prove that to everybody, right? Because it's nobody's business. My communications with the family, I don't screen record. You know what I
No,
mean,
yeah,
and then look for clout.
but like, but you're like, you're the one that's coming up and like, almost making a deal out of it again because of
I
what.
don't have to post a video every time I show somebody remorse. Like what? I'm supposed to record me showing remorse to somebody?
No, I'm not saying that. You record yourself talking about the situations, but there is no proof of this, um, like, per se, of you being a good person and having remorse and the family agreeing
I've
with
got a
you.
chat with 246 people in here. If the mother ever wanted to speak up and say that they have not forgiven me, they've had the full opportunity to come up and say that. Not once has the mother who attends my lives ever come in here and participated in the hate or showed any kind of resistance towards me.
Well, like, yeah, it may have been like 20 years ago, but like, it was a reoccurring thing. Like, it wasn't just like one time. You know what I mean? One time, okay, like that's still a big thing, but like it'd be easier than multiple times for someone to get over. You know what I mean?
I
Like
mean,
it, like you're reoffending. Like you're doing the same stuff. Like you have what?
who's reoffending? How am I reoffending? I haven't committed a crime in
No, I'm
five
saying
years.
before. I'm saying before.
I haven't committed a crime in 5 years, so who's reoffending?
But from the time that you were 20 until 5 years ago, you have what, like 38 charges?
I have 38 total charges in my whole adult criminal offending, okay? And they're not all domestic.
Exactly, but that's still a reoffense. You're still,
Okay,
the first
the
time you commit.
last criminal offense I have is from 5 years ago. So who's reoffending?
I don't think you're hearing what I'm saying though. Like from the time you were younger till now, like in between that period, you were still doing stuff to be in jail. It's not like you had this turnaround moment where you just stopped doing everything and okay, maybe now you have. But you got to realize that the people back then that are hurt from your actions, they're still gonna they're probably still gonna be upset, whether it's 50 years from now on. You know.
I just finished telling you the family who's directly affected has found forgiveness.
So you're basically saying, why can't the community find forgiveness in you?
So why would the community not be able to forgive it?
Then maybe they don't know what's going on.
Well, that's the
Completely.
whole thing. They don't know. They hear one little snippet. It's selective hearing, and then they form these opinions based on the things that they've selectively heard.
And why hasn't she came up here? And
Well, because she doesn't want to be broadcast this way. That's why.
but
It's unnecessary.
if you're saying that she's joining your live and trying to like slander you and say
She
stuff,
doesn't need to expose herself. She doesn't need to do that.
but you're saying she's on your live and stuff too.
She comes on, yes, of course. She
Okay,
knows
I
who
got
I
it.
am. She knows what's going on, and
Basically, all I'm saying is like whether what you did, well, like, yeah, it is true. Like you were found guilty. So like, I don't know. That shit is messed up. To me as a person and to me as a 22-year-old, that shit is messed up. I couldn't even think twice of doing that. But now, whether you have became a better person or not, maybe these people just don't understand.
so you're telling me you would never have a pillow fight with your kid?
Oh yeah, I do with my brothers all the time, man. But not like, even if they're on the couch or something and like they fall over, I make sure that they don't hit the floor. I make sure that they have a soft landing.
Okay, so there's that time where like you think you've got the angles covered, right?
Yeah, yeah, I get that.
Accident happens. Should it
Yep.
be held over your head for the rest of your life?
Man, a charge like that, I don't know how even the family found forgiveness in that. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, if someone did that to me, like they wouldn't be on this TikTok live to be sharing. You know, like I couldn't even imagine that. So like whether it was an accident or not, you were messed up. You were coming down. You you know there's been times where I've been doing shit like that. But do I put myself around my family? No.
You,
So like
you you just have to accept that accidents happen, man, and
so like
you could easily be in the same situation if you're doing those types of things with your brothers. You could easily be in the same situation where you hit him, he trips on something, cracks his head, and now you're in a situation. Okay.
okay, I'm gonna put myself in your shoes, right? So if that were me, then what I would have done was immediately brought him to the hospital because that's the kind of person I am. No matter what, no matter I don't care if I would have got charged. You know what I mean? Like all that would have been going through my mind is that
You
child
think you're
safety.
thinking that way when you're under the influence of crack cocaine?
No, probably not.
Okay.
No, but like you said, you were scared, right? And
Okay.
obviously,
So so
obviously
just
you're gonna be paranoid. Like
just
you were.
just accept, right, that I'm using crack, exactly, the paranoia, okay, the fear of police.
Yeah, I get that. But like
So
I said,
that's the reason for the delay.
but but like I said, like still, like you should have not been made. Like yeah, I get okay. The mother's at work. You got to be the provider for that kid. But if you don't have the ability to provide for that kid, and you don't have the right mental state at that time, do you think you should have been alone with him?
No, I shouldn't have. You're absolutely right. No.
And see, like right there, like I can tell, like, see, you're actually thinking about this stuff. So maybe just try to think more openly on everything else too. Maybe what these people are saying, they're saying this because of what they hear, because of what they see. They don't see that you're realizing what you did was wrong or stuff like that. Like you know yourself, you're fucked up. Like you're not in that position to be around those kids.
No, but I had to do the best I could do when I was in the situation, and so that's what I tried to do. I'm in the situation now, and I'm trying to do that, but I'm scared. I'm trying to look out for his well-being, but I'm scared. And then things started to get worse. I noticed how things started to get worse. They weren't getting better. I was hoping that things would get better. That's why I didn't take them right away. I was hoping things would get better on its own. Things weren't getting better. They seemed to be getting worse. And I started to overcome with guilt and shame. And I said, you know what? It's not about me. It's about him now. And I took him. Regardless how scared I was, I took him.
So, yeah, and like, and maybe it would have took you a bit to process that and to know what's right and what's wrong in that mindset. But I don't know, to come on here and be like, I don't know why people are saying all this nasty stuff. Like in my opinion, you did some pretty nasty shit. Like that's, you know what I mean? Like that's something that's pretty serious. And like I said, like they're going off your character then. They don't know you now, right? You only come on lives here and there, da da da. Like we don't know your whole life story, what you're doing day to day, 24/7. So it could be on that. But like I said, for doing that shit, man, that's messed up. Period.
Do you think making the hateful comments is helpful?
No, I wouldn't say they're helpful, but like, could you put yourself in their shoes, hearing that stuff? Like, you know what I mean? Flip the roles for a second.
Well, I've
And
done
like,
enough.
and people are saying there's videos of you saying you're gonna slap the woman's child. Is that true? And you're still threatening kids and women?
Hey,
They say you're still threatening kids and women and saying that you were gonna slap the child. Is this true?
Look, this girl needs to get over it, okay? She came at me the same way the internet's coming at me right now, okay? And
Okay, but I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, is this true?
I said to her, I asked her if I could slap her kid.
And so you think being an offender, like of assault on a kid, do you think that's right of you to say, I'm gonna slap your kid?
I didn't say I was going to. I didn't say I'm going to.
Sorry, then what'd you say?
I said I want to. Can I?
So okay, that's basically asking if you can slap someone. I want to. Can I? That's you being like basically, in other words, I want, like, can I slap your child?
So
So
I
so
said it to
that
her. I said it to her to trigger her anger, okay? Because I could see she was easily triggered.
okay.
So I said it to trigger her anger because she was being abusive and aggressive and making threats at me. Okay. I have a video of her coming
Okay.
on my live. I gave her an opportunity to come on my live
hmm
and she came on my live and she literally just started threatening me from go. Okay.
So do you think that having been an offender of assault and convicted, do you think that you should say that stuff? Like you've said,
No, you
that
shouldn't say those things.
exactly. Whether it's to rage bait someone into like freaking out or not. Like if you want people to believe that you're a changed man, then personally you shouldn't, I think that you shouldn't be saying that stuff.
Well,
Whatsoever.
by not doing those things is proof of change, right?
But also if you're still saying those things, then maybe there's those thoughts in your mind that are still there. Maybe you're not acting on it because there's not a kid in the room. You know, you're in a completely different mindset when you're around kids. Are you not?
I'm super gentle now.
Exactly. So if you're saying you're super gentle, then why would you say, "Can I slap that kid?" Or you didn't say it like that, but why would you say
Because I
that?
know it's not actually ever going to happen. I know that I'm saying it just to piss the girl off.
Okay, and if people are coming on here saying, "Oh, da da da, you've done all this stuff, you've done all this stuff," and you're trying to clear your name, why say that? You know, like you're
Like I
just
said,
gonna get more hate.
it was just used to ignite her anger, which clearly it did.
Well, I don't know, man. Like, all right, like, see, this is. I think this is where people start to get frustrated because, like, what I'm saying is a person who's been convicted of hitting a child
I
and
hear what you're saying. Shouldn't make comments like that. I get it,
exactly,
man.
and maybe that's why you're getting all this hate is because you're still saying this stuff. You know, like whether you are doing these things or not.
Well, because I know it's not actually happening. Okay, I know it's not actually happening. I know that it's just words used to ignite somebody's fire. And
Yeah, but
clearly, I succeeded. Okay, because she look at
but
her.
like but man, like say it. But she has a point. Like you don't bring kids into a fight. Like, man, I don't care if someone is coming up to me and saying shit to me. I'm
I
not
know
gonna
I don't have a defense in
defend.
anything. People are just allowed to attack
But
me and say anything the fuck they want, and I can't defend anything. I'm just
okay,
supposed to
well,
lay down and fucking
no,
listen
no,
to it.
that's not what
I
people are
get it,
saying.
man. I get it.
Okay, if you want to talk like that, like we don't have to have a conversation.
Well, I
I'm trying,
get it, man. I
I'm
get
trying
it.
to have a conversation with you.
It's justify other people's behaviors and actions, okay? And when I make the comments, then I'm the bad guy.
But
Provoke.
is anyone saying that they're gonna slap a child or da da da? They're just saying the charges that have been against you.
Yeah.
But like I'm like I said, man. In the beginning, I'm not trying to come on here and shit talk you and slander you. You've had enough of it. I could say a million and one things, but am I? No.
Well, it's
And,
unnecessary.
and exactly. And like I said though, like if you're a so-called if you're the so-called changed person, then those words should not be coming out of your mouth. If someone comes up to me and is mouthing at me, I'm not going to bring their family into it, their kids. You know, it's with that person. It's not like with that girl. Like it shouldn't have been, "Oh, can I slap your child?" Like that should not be a joke. It should not be anything like that coming from someone that's been convicted and found guilty of abuse.
It came out in the context of the conversation, right? She's talking about beating kids, beating. You're a woman beater, you're a kid beater, blah 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 blah. She's making those comments at me directly, right? So
So what makes it right for what? Okay,
it doesn't make it
what
right. I'm
yeah,
not saying it's right.
and but same goes for her though. Like people come on here trying to slander you, trying to da da da. Like
Why
personally,
can't she just take accountability? Why can't she just take accountability and say, Shaun, yes, I was attacking you. It was inappropriate that I was attacking you, but you
okay,
made comments that were also inappropriate. And we talked about it, okay?
yep,
Don't come on here and tell me it's in the past. She talked to me about it. She said, you made comments, but it's in the past. Why? Leave it in the past.
okay. Then if
But it's not in the past. She's stewing on it and she's harboring negative feelings about it and she's making live broadcasts and posting videos and
But honestly, man, if you're saying that same stuff, like I don't really see a change if you're still saying that.
okay,
Whether
if you don't see a change, no kids have been injured in 24 years. If you don't see a change, then open your eyes.
okay,
But no kids have been injured in 24 years, and I've been around many.
well, man, someone could not do something for 30 years, and all it takes is that one time for it to happen again. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that you're a bad person. Like now, back then, fuck, like I would have had a completely different opinion about you. But like you trying to reform and change into this better person, the way you're going about it right now, I don't think it's right. I don't think that those words should be coming out of, like I said, a convicted, found guilty abuser. And honestly, I don't think you should be around kids.
Well, you don't know Unique's story, right? Her and her man were accused of fucking touching the kids. Okay, so do your own research on Unique and her man. Unique has another kid she lost custody of. Why'd she lose custody? Well, that's because her man that she's with now was fucking trying to sexually touch her fucking kid. Okay, her 12-year-old daughter. Yeah, yeah. Crybaby was trying to have sex with her 12-year-old daughter, but that's her story to tell, man. I'm not on here fucking blabbing about them. That's her story to tell.
All I'm saying is like you should understand, like you should understand where people are coming from.
No, I understand. I understand. It's about me. It's not about them. They want to deflect their own insecurities and problems. But I just gave you some information. Crybaby was accused of touching Unique's 12-year-old daughter, and Unique lost her kid. Okay, her kid doesn't live with her. Her first kid, yeah, doesn't live with
All
her.
right, well, like I'm gonna let someone else talk to you here, and then I'm probably gonna get off. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I
This
got other people lined up here, bro.
all right.
I just have one more question. I mean, or I guess maybe one piece of advice. If you're truly trying to change for the better, or I can't say clear the air. I don't think the air will ever be cleared after what you've done. Um, but I suggest just getting off this app. The only thing you're doing right now is just deflecting everything you've done, putting blame on other people. You're not taking accountability whatsoever. You're giving excuses for everything you've done. There's no good excuse for what you've done. You need to accept that. And if you're truly trying to take this accountability, I don't think I'd see you on TikTok live looking for everyone else's approval, because you would know yourself you're changed for the better and that you're doing better.
I'm not looking for everyone's approval, right? I'm just trying to run my own live. I'm trying to run my own live. I run a live and I have friends that I talk to and that's for my mental health. Okay, so I
Well,
have
run a live
friends.
about something you enjoy doing. You can talk about other things, but what you're looking for is people's approval and people's forgiveness. And,
I
and
don't
the
know. I don't know your name. I don't know your name. Okay, you're under Slick. Okay, but listen, I don't want to talk about my past on the internet. Okay, I don't come on the internet and say that the live is about what I've done in the past. I don't want to talk about it. It's other people that come on and throw it in my face and make me talk about it.
And
Okay?
yeah, I've seen that because I've been on your lives before, and like not one word has came about that. I've seen that.
But I wouldn't personally be on here for more than, I don't even know how long you've been live, at least an hour talking about it then. If I didn't want to talk about it, I wouldn't be talking about it.
Well, because that's the discussion right now. So we're staying on topic, right? Yes, I'm homeless. And so like that's my story, right? I'm homeless, and my whole, how I became homeless, not becoming homeless, making a better life, changing the
Okay.
past.
Well, my advice to you is focus on that and don't focus on trying to get other people's approval, because I feel like you're just trying to make yourself feel better about things that are never going to be forgiven by the public. You're
But
always
the
going to
public
have.
doesn't know me. You guys don't know me. And anybody who disapproves of anything that I've done in the past, they have the option to scroll on. They don't have to hang out. They don't have to be a part of my life. They could
I
just
agree.
simply scroll on to the next live.
Sure, but you're putting yourself on the internet. That's making it everyone's business. All they have to do
No,
is
I'm
search
not
up
making it other people are making it other people's business. I'm not
all
making it
you
other
have to
people.
do
Other
is,
people are making it other people's business.
you know how easy it was for me to search up your name and find everything you've done and been
But
convicted
you would
of
have never searched my name if
if you
somebody
weren't
didn't tell
on
you
this
to.
if you weren't on this app.
You would have never searched my name if somebody didn't tell you to.
I
I'm
I did.
advertised under 1990 Oilers. Go look up the fucking 1990 Oilers, okay? You're not going to find my face.
Nobody told me to. One of the people that came on here had a profile picture of your face in the summary of your convictions.
Exactly.
No one told me to
Telling
look
you,
it up.
okay?
But
Telling you to go and
you're
look it up.
accepting.
That's what they wanted you to do. Go
They
and
weren't
look it
telling
up.
me to do anything. This is what I mean. You're making it the
Okay.
public's business. If
Okay.
you don't want to hear all these comments, then just
Well, I
don't be.
promise you, I don't come on and talk about my stuff. I don't come on and broadcast, hi, I'm Shaun Costello, and I did this in the past, and please forgive me. No. I come on and this is the fucking Edmonton Oilers, and we can talk about the Edmonton Oilers. We can talk about fucking how your life is doing, okay? What's going on? We can be friends. We could just talk about friend things.
Okay. Well, good luck doing that when it's the public's knowledge of the things
Well,
you've been convicted
it's
of.
not public knowledge, though.
It's it's public.
It's only public because people made it public. It's
Okay.
under publication ban, okay? So people making it public, they're violating the law.
There, there's legal documents on
No,
Google.
they're not legal documents. No.
If that was the case, and if I were you, then I would
Like I
be
said, it's protected under a
filing for
publication ban to protect the
defamation or.
identity of the victim. Okay? It's under a publication ban to protect the identity of the victim. That means don't report about it. But somebody went and made a report about it and put it on Google. That's
If
not
you
global. You don't see global news there. You don't see fucking CTV news there, CH, City TV. You don't see one of those big affiliated fucking news sources putting out information on me. If it wasn't under publication, it would be under global. You would
Okay,
find it.
just because you're not on the news doesn't mean it's not public knowledge. The only thing that a
It's not public knowledge.
publication ban entails is that the victim's name isn't involved. The charges are still out there. It still states what you did. It just doesn't say who you did it to. Anyway,
No.
I'm gonna let this either Lily Grace or Samantha come up. I think they've been
Yeah,
waiting
yeah.
for.
I'll let these guys in here.
Okay, sounds good.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, you too.
Next, Jesse. Jesse, go ahead. Go ahead, Jesse.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're connected.
All right.
Hello.
All right, cool. I've been listening to some of your story, and I just want to have a couple questions for you. Just want to get some things straight. So
Yep.
this happened like 24 years ago, right?
24 years.
Okay. He was how old?
He was 3.
He was 3. Okay. So that would make him about 27 right now, right?
He's 27. Yes. Works at Canadian Tire. Lives in Ottawa.
Sweet. All right. What kind of life does he have?
I mean, he works a job. He works at Canadian Tire. He's got a family, and I don't know.
Perfect. Okay. All right. And have you apologized to him?
I contacted him, and I told him it's a horrible thing that happened, and I'm deeply
So you've
remorseful.
contacted, but you have not spoke with him to apologize. Got it. Okay.
I spoke with him directly. Yes.
Okay. All right. So here's my other question. So you've had what? How many other charges? Like 38, you said?
38 total. 22 are breaches, though. Not following conditions.
Okay. So that's an awful lot, bro.
That's a lot of breaches. Yeah. You can't tell me. You can't tell
so,
me. You can't tell me to be away from my family, though.
So okay, I understand. Can't tell you to be away from your family. Okay. At what point in your mind, with all this going on, did you think it was okay to get on TikTok to talk about this, to re-victimize the victim and the family, and just think people are going to accept it, and we're just going to talk about the Edmonton Oilers? Like, that shit's not going to happen.
Lily?
Yeah, no, I'm talking. So you messed up 23, 24 years ago when you made that choice, okay? You got to live with that for the rest of your life. That boy has to live with this for the rest of his damn life. All those charges that you have against you weren't just breaches or whatever. You fucked up royally. So why do you think it's okay to come on here and continue to have this platform, like you say, that you're going to excuse everything that you've done?
I think you're misinformed.
No, I am completely informed because I heard it all come out your mouth.
I didn't set this platform. Somebody else created this platform for others to jump on.
You said you have a platform to talk about what you want. People just choose to talk about this.
Exactly.
Right. So I'm not mistaken. I'm very informed.
So I'm
So this is what I would love for you to do right now. Is I would love for you to trigger me, because I'm that bitch. I think you're used to dealing with people who will take your shit and deal with it and whatever. But no, I'm that bitch. I want you to trigger me. You gonna trigger me? Nothing? You gonna mute now? Yeah, that's what I thought. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. You don't belong around anybody's kids. You don't belong in public, out of prison, anywhere. You need to have your ass under a damn jail cell. I don't give a shit what you think about what's on the internet or not on the internet, Google or not. You don't deserve to be in fucking public with anybody. So let me just tell you one more time. Get your ass off the damn internet before we do it for you. And you're brave. You're a brave motherfucker to get on here knowing that people can find you. You're muted, bro. We can't hear nothing. Can't hear nothing. This is what I figured. This is usually what happens. Jesus Christ. Bruh, just hit the unmute button. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Jesus Christ. Some platform you got. How about you start worrying about apologizing to actual victims instead of re-victimizing people over and over and over again? Yeah, I know my hazards are on. Yeah, get off the app, bro. Get off the app. Get off the app. Oh, Jesus. I got all fucking night, man. I got all fucking night. Please, just please, please, just unmute so that we can hear the bullshit that you spew. Nothing? You got nothing? And you women who are in here supporting this guy, oh my God. Like, honestly, it's a shame. It's a shame that your asses are in here sticking up for this guy. You should be fucking ashamed. If you think this is as best you can get as a man like this on the internet, I feel sorry for you. You even look like a douche, man. When's the last time you washed? I guess him muting is triggering me. That's all it is. I'm looking for a fight. Yeah, I'm looking for a fight. I'm fighting for people who deserve to be heard. Deserve to be heard. Why don't you go tell the kid that he did that to that they're done? I am sitting on the side of the interstate. I'm sitting on the side of the interstate for this shit right here. For this right here. He don't know how to get me out of here. He can't unmute. How can he can't take me off of off the damn live. He don't know how to unmute me. Shaun. At least my ass is not on here trying to defend something from 24 years ago that's indefensible. He just said he's on a phone call. On a phone call, he'd be muted. Not like the whole thing would be paused. No, Shaun, I'm not going away. There you go, live pause. Now.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. I got a phone call.
Okay, Shaun.
So that's a lawyer, right?
A lawyer?
That was
was
a
your
lawyer.
lawyer? That was a lawyer? Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
What did
because
he say?
we're gonna rectify the situation one way
Yeah,
or the other.
what did the lawyer say?
The lawyer's going to send me some more information so that we can proceed criminally against the RCs, against the local police, against civilian members who want to be brave and make threats.
Oh, okay.
This is harassment and it's defamation.
It's harassment and defamation when you come on the internet and you talk about it?
No, I don't talk about it. And so that's where you're wrong. So in your background, you see that's an Edmonton Oilers logo.
Yeah.
And my name is 1990 Oilers.
Yeah.
So if you're my friend or if you're somebody who enjoys the Edmonton Oilers, you would come on and you would talk to me about hockey, or we would just talk about life. Hey, how's your life? You know, what's going on?
Uh-huh. So do you think if somebody knew about your charges and stuff that they would continue to talk to you about hockey and that would be it?
Well, I would think that if that's what their intention was and they didn't necessarily agree with that, they would just continue scrolling.
Not necessarily agree. Who would agree with it? Tell me what type of person.
I would. If I scrolled onto somebody's live and they were doing things that I disapproved of, I'm not hanging out with them.
Well, I'm not really hanging out with you either. I'm wondering, like, why you're trying to justify everything.
It's not a justification.
but you clearly are. So the lawyer called you on a Friday night, and did you hire the lawyer or did he just reach out to you?
I'm hiring a lawyer.
You're hiring, okay. And you're gonna sue the RCC, is that right?
Yeah, for this operation here, right?
Okay. Do you think the RCC is behind me coming up here today?
No, but you're definitely alerted by somebody else.
TikTok. TikTok alerted me. So you should really sue TikTok for even allowing your ass to even be on TikTok.
Well, no, it would be the person who initiated it, like Unique.
No, I don't know who Unique is.
Well, you got it off somebody's page. Somebody shared it with you, right?
Nobody shared it with me. I didn't come through a chat. I like to share chat or anything like that. No.
Anyways,
So this is my suggestion to you, and I'm sure the lawyer probably told you, is to just get off the live and stay off the live. Quit
no,
talking. You should quit
no,
talking.
that's not what they told me at all.
Or better yet, go ahead and keep talking about it and dig your grave a little bit deeper.
Well, no, it's other people that are gonna dig their own grave, right?
Okay, we'll wait. We'll wait.
Anyways, is that all you got?
Other than telling you to have a nice fucking.
Thank you. Next.
Oh, thank you, Shaun, for letting me up here on the box.
You're welcome.
I've been sitting for a while in your live, and I've been watching the stream just stream on by with a lot of hate. There is a lot of hate going on. And I know your live is about the Edmonton Oilers. All right?
Should be.
It should be, but it's not. The haters have come onto your platform and started all this stuff. I know what that's like. Been there, done that. All right. I don't know you from Adam. I don't know any of these people, but I used to live in Calgary, Alberta, 20 some odd years ago, when this so-called offense have taken place.
Yes.
And this is the first time I'm hearing about it. How convenient is that? But
Because I don't broadcast it. I don't broadcast it the way people say that I broadcast it.
You shouldn't broadcast it. And TikTok is not the platform to broadcast anything that's personalized. Because there are snoopers, there are haters, there's everything on this platform.
That's right.
You're roughly around my age.
I'm 45.
Well, I say roughly. I'm still older by a lot. But just my point. I've been down that road where this family that is being talked about, and I know the crime that you did is not forgivable. I have not forgiven the person who did what they did to me. All right. And furthermore, you said that this stuff is not publicized, but you just identified where the young lad lives. That should never have gone across the internet at all. And if you are going to stay on TikTok, I wouldn't come on with your face. TikTok is not a platform for anybody who has done crime. And you are asking for everybody's opinion. And they're giving you their opinion. We are not stupid people that are in this chat right now.
Nobody said you were.
I didn't say I was. I'm just saying that you have a lot of smart people in this live stream. And if you are seeking help, as what your title says in your bio, TikTok is not the platform for that either. You need to go and get that professionally outside in the real reality world, not TikTok.
No, it's looking for support with some dollar signs, right? Some
Well,
financial
that is
support.
that. Yeah. Okay, so you are using TikTok to make money. Nobody in TikTok is going to give anybody money. I go on TikTok. I'm a live creator myself. I don't ask anybody for anything. It is totally up to the individual if they want to give you anything.
So I leave it up to them, right? So I say I need support, and if you're able to support me with what you can.
They are. They're trying to give you support. They're telling you what you should be doing, but you are not doing it. You're doing the
No,
opposite.
they're coming on and slandering me and telling me I did this and that and the other thing. Okay,
Yes,
and
I've read.
I'm this horrible
I've
person.
tried to read what people are saying, but your chat is running really fast.
I mean, my chat is my chat. My chat is misinformed.
Well, I don't. I do believe there are people here that know a lot more. That's why they are speaking their mind on your chat.
They don't know a lot more.
Well, you said that it wasn't public.
It's not.
But people have
Somebody
found
went and
you on the internet.
somebody went and made an article. Somebody went and made an article and made it public. Somebody went against the law, violated the law, and made an article. And they didn't put the facts of the case. Okay?
But the
The facts are the facts. The facts are what we're going to go by.
facts are facts. Reality is
Yeah,
reality.
exactly.
You've done your time. You said you got a lot.
Exactly.
You got a lot of uh, other things that shouldn't have been done. Um,
Look, the reality is I haven't done anything in 5 years. That's a big number, okay? 5 years. Nobody in here has been directly affected, okay? My life does not affect their life in any way. We don't hang out with each other on a daily basis. We don't even know each other. We don't live on the same block. My life has no effect on their life. For 259 people to come out of their way to find me, to make themselves a part of my life, that's just depressing people who want to be a part of the conversation, who want to have a voice, okay? Who want to jump on a bandwagon and feel better about themselves, really. That's all they want to do. They want to feel better about themselves by bringing me down.
yes, Rachel. I seen your ads coming through here quite in Savage. That's correct.
Who, Savage? Let's get rid of those
It,
comments.
it's like um,
It's like people need to get the fuck back in their own lane and just deal with their own life and their own fucking skeletons and leave me alone. That's what it's like. It's like people are harassing me.
So I don't know how long you've been live. All right. I have for your Edmonton Oilers talk that I don't hear anybody talking about the Edmonton Oilers here.
No, they didn't come to talk about the Oilers. They came to harass me.
When you get a troll in your live, they're the ones who start the stuff. And if you initiate that, then that's what you get. But obviously these are real people because they follow you. They know when you go live.
No, they don't follow me. They follow Unique.
Well, you're the one that's doing the live. You're the live creator.
I know, but they're streaming me on their stream. They're streaming me on their stream. Today I went on and she was having a whole segment with my picture in the background and showing videos of me, and she made a whole segment about me.
But I know as a mother with a child that the crime is unforgivable.
Well, the parents forgot it.
They have not forgotten. They have not.
Not forgotten. They've forgiven.
They have not forgiven. I'm telling you that right now. They have not forgiven you.
Well, they have. They told me they have. They told me that directly. So you can't tell me that.
I can say what I want to say because I'm
Well, it's
on
not
the call.
facts. It's not facts. You're wrong.
It's an opinion. It's not a fact. It's my opinion.
No, it's not. It's not even. It's not even an opinion, because it's wrong.
My opinion is not wrong.
Well, it is, because they have forgiven me.
But you don't have proof of that.
So because I didn't record a phone call fucking 20 years ago,
That's right.
I'm supposed to carry around proof like that for 20 years? Why?
If
Because
you want
these
to
people matter?
if you want to clear your name of the crime that you've done a really big crime. And it's like, there is like a nursery rhyme out there.
So I should reach out to them then and tell them that we need to take a video of them forgiving me?
The parents will they'll never forgive and they will never forget what you did.
Okay, well,
And
they have. So
there is
thanks for your opinion, but
there is a saying that I don't know.
next.
Oh my God, thank God. That lady, I couldn't listen to her anymore. Anyways, thank you. I've only been waiting 500 years to speak to you. I just
Sorry.
have some questions. I know you think that everybody invited you to the live, or invited everybody else to the live because of like what you've got going on and stuff. I mean, I've been listening for quite a while now, probably longer than I should have been, to be honest with you. But
One second, please.
Yeah.
1 second.
Are you gonna go to the bathroom again? Pizza delivery?
Can I just pay you for the night?
No. You don't need to pay for the night. I've already have people sitting down downstairs. So.
Do you have another room I can? Do you have another room I can?
Oh shit. He's in a hotel and he's getting kicked out.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you good or are they kicking you out?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just saying the reason I was sent your live is probably for another reason, not about the charges, although the charges are pretty crazy, but I'm gonna look that up for myself. Are you on here asking people for money?
Currently, only because.
This way.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my sweater and stuff on.
Okay.
Relax, brother. I'm gonna. Well, I'm doing it because of the circumstances, right?
Right. So, I mean, when you're getting on here and you're asking people for money, people are going to, be aware of it and people are going to be known about it. That's why the live was shared to me because I highlight people on this app that ask for money. And, obviously I get that you don't want the other stuff brought up, but you're putting yourself on here on a platform and you're asking people for their money. And of course, the people that know you are going to come in and they're going to talk about what you did.
Just need to make sure this gentleman checks out.
Yeah, I was gonna text you. Anyways, look, I don't make it the platform. Other people make it the platform.
No, but I'm talking about the money. I want to know about why you're coming on here and asking people for money. That's what I want to know about. Like I said, the
Well,
charges the
it's the
charges
things
are the
like this, right?
charges. The charges are fucked up and it's crazy and I'm blown away by what I'm hearing, but I'll look that up myself. The reason I was shared your live is because I highlight people on this app that come on here and beg for money. And your live was shared to me, so I'm asking you, are you on here asking people for money?
Yes, currently, yes.
Okay. So I mean, like I'm saying, with the rest of the stuff, like everybody else bringing up all the other stuff, I mean, you're putting yourself out there by asking people on the internet for money. The internet is forever, and people are going to bring up the stuff that you've done in your past. All the beggars that we highlight, people bring up shit that they've done in their past.
Why does it affect anyone? If you can't send anything, then don't send anything. Just keep going.
Well, because this app isn't a place for people to panhandle. Like that's not what it's meant for. It's an entertainment app, right? It's not for people to get on here and tell their woe is me stories and ask people for money. Like, what are you doing to get yourself some money?
It, the whole platform it's a gifting platform.
Gifting, yes, but you're asking for money, right?
Well, you want to send a line? Send a line.
No, I won't be sending you a line, that's for sure.
Okay, well.
All right. Well, I just hope that people understand that, like they shouldn't be giving money to people on this app. But I mean, your situation is like something I've never heard before, and it's crazy. And I am Canadian, and uh, I'm actually rather shocked and appalled and kind of ashamed to hear about some of the stuff that you've done. So I hope you get your shit together. I hope you stop asking people on this app for money. And I really hope you stop talking about the victims and what you've done and shit like that. I mean, just because people bring it up doesn't mean you have to respond to it.
So you don't wish they'd stop talking about it?
Honestly, if they want to talk about it, I mean, it's their right to talk about it. You did some really shitty things. I know you expect that people are going to just let that go and let you move on with your life, but you sat there at the beginning of this friggin' live, or when I first came into this live, and told people that the charges were 20 years ago. But then you just
24.
said that you just said your most recent charge was 5 years ago. What was that charge for?
I didn't.
Sorry, you cut out there. What? Yeah, he got kicked out. We the awareness people that I hang with, Natalie. We